emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling, and he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Take a breath. You tuned in up. Another day, another story on the way. So much noise out there. Let's clear the haze. Yeah. Energy's here to bring you all the news. Every story, every voice from every point of view. Current events, real time. You in good hands tonight. This is Banner J. Let's get into it now. neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. If you're seeing things running through your head, who can you call? Ghostbusters! An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Oh, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If you're all alone, pick up the phone and call Ghostbusters!
Up next. It's introduction to the motherfucking world, man. Want y'all to know I'm in this shit for the long run. I ain't like these young niggas, man. I ain't trying to hit the stash. I'm trying to eat forever, man. Making money, smoking skunky, fucking niggas, bitches. The hood love me, fuck the label, put on for the trenches. I'm living better than I was, but I'm still in the trenches. Still getting love from all the thugs. Shout out to my niggas. Making money, smoking skunky, fucking niggas, bitches. The hood love me, fuck the label, put on for the trenches. I'm living better than I was, but I'm still in the trenches. Still getting love from all the thugs. Shout out to my niggas, yeah. Shout out my motherfucking niggas, man. 1500 YBS, what up, man? What up? Right back to the shit that guy nigga hit. I ain't never gonna quit, nigga. This my year. Thought I was gonna flop. Not this year. I got shit that a lot of real niggas need to hear. I done learned so much over this bad year. I done been through so much. I don't even care. Used to eat cold cuts, now 5-star meals. Used to steal from my mother, now humble with the bills. And I'm still in the field, still get a nigga killed. If she ain't my bitch, I don't care how she feel. I'm getting rich. You ain't never gonna know how I feel. I be taking them trips and I ain't got no deal. I don't look up to no rappers. I only salute the real. I don't call myself a rapper. I call her how I see it. How you play stuff a trapper selling weed for your man? How you let a nigga trick you out your last 5 bands? These niggas just stupid, they ain't got lead. If you wanna get mad, you can feel this lead. I'ma rock one of y'all bitch niggas the bed. I'm rocking the 40 like part of my fit. Tucked in the lawyers right on my hip. I'm going through it, I've been through some shit. When I get mad, do shit I regret. Please don't make me mad, I'ma regret your death. Buy me a pound, break it all down. Smoke me an ounce, I'm selling the rest. You bought a pound, after a pound. That smoked it all, now you ain't got shit left. Try to blame me, and blame my niggas. Say that we use you for money, you bitch. You know that's a lie, why we ask me the shit. We don't even like asking nobody for shit. I'm on my shit, I'm getting rich. I'ma go get it, money I get it. Make enough, me and my niggas gon' split it. Me and Lil Ron used to sit in the kitchen, talk about how we gon' shit on these niggas. Thinking about how we can get richer. Only right, eat who you start with, nigga. At night, I just sit back going through pictures. Couple niggas bitched up. I done loved a few niggas, I ain't never switch up. Kept it honest with you niggas. Came in the game as the underdog nigga. Now I'm up next, I ain't under y'all niggas. Countchecks.com and I'm logged on, nigga. Still plugged in, I know what's going on, nigga. Streets raised me, I was born in the trenches. I believe in our lie, I don't fear no nigga. Believe in getting money, smoke skunky, fuck bitches, hood love me. Do all the hating in the rumors, I'm 100. Guns in your video, ain't bust nothing. Got the 40 on me and most of my pictures. I ain't got show with you, no, I got it with me. Try running up, you getting hit with the blicky. Free little Fred, he gon' kill a nigga with me. Well, Charlie was there when I left a nigga dig hilly. He threatened my life, so I was get him or he get me. Any nigga can get it. I ain't never been picky, got goons in the cut. You barely ever see him with me. The niggas that's with me, when I go, they going with me. Put the tape on my back, put the trenches in the frenzy. All the bitches know that. YBS, we them niggas. A nigga say different, he a hating ass nigga. Fuck him, I ain't worried about no hating ass nigga. Talk about me, have a conversation, nigga. Broke boy, I don't wanna have a conversation, nigga. Whole nigga, you can talk to this big for a nickel. I don't talk to your hoe. I just give her that pickle. 22 years old, shitting on old niggas. Had the chance to make it out the trenches, but you didn't. And now they mad cause I'm the leader of the trenches. I ain't going nowhere. I just started this nigga. The fans love me cause I'm still in the trenches. They know I'm way different. Nigga, you a rapping ass nigga. I don't want no songs, can't shake hands with you, won't get on my songs, under my fans, nigga. I'm hands on like an iPad, nigga. Scooter up next, just call me up next. I want my respect, I don't do it for the checks. Could've stayed in the trap, in my room writing raps. I done came too far, it ain't no going back.
Y'all thought y'all got rid of me, huh? Y'all thought I was gone. That's all you did was make me go back and revive one of my old platforms that I normally used to be on. Now you in trouble. Because before, you used to can sip and paint a little bit, but now you in trouble. Because when I tell you this, I got everything I need at the palm of my hand. Listen, you are in trouble. And when I say trouble, I mean trouble. Shout out to the Dream Team, everybody that's here, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. I'm going to say what's up. And we're going to do a little piece today because we're going to talk about some ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Listen, this song, that Ghostbuster song, it ain't gonna be on the YouTube version after the night. I'm telling y'all that now. They're gonna make me take it down because they're gonna say it's copyright. And I don't feel like fighting it. So I gotta drink some of my Ghostbuster juice. You know what I mean? So let's get right to it, man. Y'all know where the super chat at. Y'all know what which we're gonna say at the top. Official Dana J. Yo, tell everybody that I'm live, man. Everybody that's tired of Angie Dobie Walker and Janet, aka the ghost of Sharron Winbush, tell them to get their assets over here. And we're gonna talk about it. I am tired. And then I'm going to have a call-in line. So everybody that want to call in, don't go nowhere. Because I'm going to have a call-in line, but I ain't going to run through this. Because I got to really break this down to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's 9:29 now. I don't expect to be finished before midnight. I'm telling you that now. It's 9:29 Eastern Standard Time. I don't expect to be finished before midnight. So I ain't going to hold up y'all. I ain't going to crack too many jokes. I'm going to just say this. This week alone, the ghosts, the Lyoya. She said she sent me a Cash App, right? Okay. She said she sent me a Cash App. Okay, so here's the thing. She put the Joker. It was denied there. Then she put payment. It was denied there. Then she switched up and sent it as Audrina Spencer. You know this was back in 2020. So I accepted it in 2020. So hold on. After she switched it back to Angie Walker, I blocked her. So for all the people that want to know, I put it out there. When you sent it, I canceled it. You see, canceled payment was not sent. Transaction number. What you can do? Look, unblock Angie. I'm not unblocking nobody. So therefore, and when people jump on platforms and talk about this is what he did, this is what he did, he said, and they always want to try to make me out as the bad guy. They always want to try to make me out as the liar when they are the liar. What is your bar number? You still don't want to post your bar number. You still don't want to say it, but okay, that's cool. So with that being said, right, I'm gonna drop some facts real quick, just real quick. Just real quick. So the facts of the matter is this right here. She took pride in calling me, trying to cuss me out, but really wanted to be on the phone with me. And then she recorded it, and I felt it funny. I found it funny because I didn't care if she recorded it. Y'all heard what I said. What up, Queen Ace? Y'all heard what I said, and I kept saying it. You want to be with me, and you want to be talking to me. And I was making fun of her. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to re-release the audio, probably tomorrow or tonight. But she got it up there, but you can barely hear it, and because she got her Walmart phones, the little cheap phones, but that she stole from Walmart. That's those phones. Okay, so enough of that, and because she's a nobody, not that the other ghost is somebody, but she's a nobody. So. This ghost right here, but it's AI ghost. She said, I don't ever want a problem, but when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. I recalibrate the energy. So I put, you're a liar. You started all of this. You and your enterprise. Stop your madness. All you got to do is leave people alone. But it might be a little too late now. I just met with them people about you and your enterprise, right? So she posted this. And I don't know if Larry watching. I don't know if he in the bushes. I'm not even asking him to validate it. But when Larry put the video together, he showed it the phases. Phases showed it the block, or some way like that. Or they showed it the block, but then they got it the phases. Then they got it to Sylvia, and that was the day that everybody was supposed to turn on me. That's the day that Kip was mad because he thought that I was trying to send him up the river. He thought that I was trying to splice some stuff and give it to the feds when I wasn't. And then when Kip found out the truth, all of them got mad, including their hired gun, Dobie, got mad because me and Kip was back talking. So the problem is when you go and post stuff because you're trying to be malicious, you're trying to be ignorant, and you're trying to keep stuff started, Janet, understand this. We have a counter for everything. And she wanted everybody to know what Kip said. So Kip said, at Tamika Waters, I feel you also, sis, but it's not anything that he said. It's what he did, talking about me, right? Hold on. So with that being said, he said what he did, there's no coming back from because it put me in jeopardy. But wait, they wanted to run with the narrative that Kip told the feds or whatever on Rob, right? But tonight you're going to see something different. Then it says, and to this date, he is still saying shit that's not true. This guy is definitely a fraud, talking about me. I never spoke out against him because he was doing him. He then proceeded to do the unforgivable and acts like he did nothing. That's what pisses me off about him. He's so dumb, he don't even know there is video and audio proof I saw and heard for myself. The person that outed him showed me and let me listen to what he did. There's no need for me to put him, whatever that was, right? So everybody know that's when me and Kip was going back and forth, and because they really spliced something and they gave it to Kip, and blocking him thought it was funny. So with that being said, right, I love that. And the reason why I love that point is because about 4 months after that, this happened. Uh-oh. And I want y'all to pay attention because Janet, it looked like you're going to have egg on your face. Check this out.
No. Because I've written him twice and he ain't returned. Because this friend said, damn, I wrote you twice. And he's like, man, I'm not, I'll call you when I can. And that was it. People talking about they getting direct information. That's bullshit. If they're not sitting there talking to one of the attorneys, getting direct information from one of the attorneys, or talking to Robert themselves, they are lying. Well, if you're not on Robert's call list, because first of all, to receive a phone call from him, your number has to be on his call list.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some bullshit. He can't just pick up the phone like the old days when you're jail, go collect call from so and so. It's like that in the state system and the federal system.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is a major issue that a lot of people, they are debating about.
So that's to clear up that little bit of misinformation. Robert ain't contacting no fans or nobody. And the people that he called, that the number is on the call list, and the way your number get put on the call list is through the attorney. Through attorney, or not unless he direct them to have the number put on the
Y'all seeing the circle spin? Who could that be? Hold on.
Call list. And the call list is updated every 6 months. Once it's on there, he can't update the list for another 6 months.
Now, wait a minute. This have the potential to blow up because Kip said he hate me. And that's what the other side was running with, right? This live is what made all of them start turning on Kip. Watch this.
What's up, fat boy? Where you been at?
Man, just cooking, man. Cooking.
Mm-hmm. Had to come out and show my system love, you know what I'm saying? All these fucking haters. Excuse my language, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But all these haters and, we know the real. I know the real.
Yeah, definitely.
When I was sitting there watching this, I'm like, hold up, man. Let me chime in. Let me go live. Let them know it's real. The love is real and it's real. This the real shit over here.
And it's organic. Organic.
That's what I said. Prima donna, this shit is organic.
Yeah.
It's relevant and it's organic and it's not remanufactured.
So that means you come into the cook-off then, bro, right?
What'd you say?
So that means you come into the cook-off when I spank prima donna cooking breakfast food, right?
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I'm trying to get to the brother. I'm trying to get to the paper. Trying to get to the paper. Can't wait till this next year. I mean, the industry is shut down and it has been.
Yeah.
Luckily we've obtained clients to get, to get a retainer. That's just a little bit of money, but so far as working,
it was like
nothing. Yeah.
It's scarce for y'all right now.
Yeah. And dude, I want to say one more thing. When I did talk to him, he asked about who out there doing what on his behalf. He asked, was you still rocking?
Of course.
He asked, was them other people still rocking? I said, I don't fuck with them no more. He's like, what? I said, I'll talk to you about that later. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. And it's along the lines of what Prima was talking about, how people were recording you and shit, setting you up, it's just a whole, I don't want to get into no negative shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to keep it positive, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to,
So now you hear that. That's a refresher. But wait a minute, Janet, it goes a little deeper. Let's see how deep it really go. Hold on. That's the one that all of y'all love, right? So let's talk. Dr. Rogers, let them know.
They did not like. They will tell you. We done had some we done had some blowouts. But still at the end of the day, everything is done in good faith. And I felt like stuff needed to stay that way because there were a lot of people that were coming around that would just be bobbleheads and would just tell him the stuff that they felt that he needed to hear instead of talking to him about stuff that he needed to hear, not stuff that he wanted to hear. Like the decision making that people got upset with me about before when I said that, you know, he needed to work on his decision making. There was a reason I said that. And this is what I was trying to get people to understand from the beginning and even to this day. A lot of people are talking about stuff and they think that they know certain things and they're like coming after people. And a lot of people are coming after the wrong people. Like you got the story all messed up. But it's because of the way that people on social media put it out there and people believe whatever other people said, when you had the truth that was sitting right there, like you were getting a first-hand seat, you were getting first-hand information on what was going on, but it wasn't being presented in a manner that people wanted to hear because it didn't have all the drama and the cursing and all that extra curricular stuff that came along with it, so people weren't trying to hear it. And because there was a bit of reality that was mixed into it. So when I say I want to make sure that I'm telling the truth, being honest about some things, this is not, she a whore, wow. This is not anybody telling on anybody. So I don't know where you get that from. I'm being straight up on everybody all the way around. So I want to clear something up because I know that there was a lot of people saying that the actor, they said that that he didn't know him. That's not true.
Wait. Angie, did you hear that? Y'all been calling me the actor for a while, right? So Dr. Rogers just explained it. Hold on.
There, like you were getting a first-hand seat, you were getting first-hand information on what was going on, but it wasn't being presented in a manner that people wanted to hear because it didn't have all the drama and the cursing and all that extra curricular stuff that came along with it, so people weren't trying to hear it. And because there was a bit of reality that was mixed into it. So when I say I want to make sure that I'm telling the truth, being honest about some things, this is not, she a whore, wow. This is not anybody telling on anybody. So I don't know where you get that from. I'm being straight up on everybody all the way around. So I want to clear something up because I know that there was a lot of people saying that the actor, they said that that he didn't know him. That's not true. That's not true. Even though I don't fool with him, even though he does not fool with me, he absolutely knows him. This was something that we witnessed on our own. He absolutely, positively knows him. I don't know what their relationship is. I don't know how long they've had any type of relationship, but he knows him. He knows him.
Wait a minute. Angie Walker said, I don't know him. She said, I don't know him at all.
I know you fucking lying.
I'm just saying. That's what Angie Walker said. She came out here and told everybody that I didn't know Rob.
I know you fucking lying.
Let's continue.
And I can tell you that he knew him enough that he was up at his place, not when they were doing the meet and greet, but he was up at his place for some other stuff, and he allowed him to stay around for some intimate stuff. So I would be lying to y'all if I said that he didn't know him.
So
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. That was one of the things. And his people, they know him. They know him. One of the first conversations when the stuff started kicking off with the family stuff and all that, he was invested in that. That's why we tried to, whenever somebody else came along and they were like, oh, well, they didn't even acknowledge him. That was a lie. That was a lie that somebody put out there to get something started. Because if you ever went back and looked at any of the videos that were put out there, he was acknowledged. he was definitely acknowledged for playing a part in the situation that took place. He decided to go in a different direction. Whenever, I guess, things went left for him, he decided to go in a different direction. But as far as knowing him, and I think that's probably what hurt him, that he was a part of the situation from the beginning and helping to, you know, get stuff kicked off. And I can tell you, he's cool with the crew. And I'm not going to call all their names because I had already called one of their names, but this is something that we witnessed. It's not something that I'm talking about behind anybody else. And that's why I was saying the other night, if I say something, I don't talk behind people. I talk about the stuff that I know.
Well, that's another situation that's been proven. So my question is this now. Everybody know now that everything I was saying was factual when it comes to Robert. Everybody seen me with Robert. I have a question. Have y'all ever seen Janet, aka the ghost of Sharron Winbush, with Robert? And see, just like I told her on my platform, when you come after my brother Kip, you come after me. When you went after Prima Donna, you came after me. And you thought you was going to get close to me and then try to attack them. Kip ain't on here. I am. So I'm Kip's mouthpiece when he's not here. And he don't have time to be here. That's what real brotherhood is. That's what real friendship is. That's what real dynamic is. When a person is not around and don't know what's going on, and you still have enough oomph to defend a person who don't even know what's going on. I haven't told Kip shit about what happened. Because truth to be told, I should have let Kip destroy you when he started to. When Prima was going to destroy you, I stopped that. I should have let her do it. But I'm going to tell you why I did it. Because the people had to see who's really sabotaging Robert and who's not. Now let's go here. You, Janet, is the only one that had enough power to lie to Robert, to go get Bo Brinley, to bring him into Robert and promise Robert that he would get out in 30 days. That was a year ago. On top of that, that's a conflict of interest because Bo Brinley wants stock in Rkelly's catalog. And I ain't talking about the old one. I'm talking about the new music. Daryl McDavid wants power of attorney. You don't think that was a conflict of interest for you to get mad and lie on Jennifer Bonjean? I told you, I'm going to let it all out now. You lied on Jennifer Bonjean because Jennifer Bonjean wouldn't talk to you. And Jennifer Bonjean wouldn't do what you want her to do. So you went and lied to Robert and told Robert that Jennifer Bonjean was collecting money and stealing money in your name behind your back and keeping it for herself. I told you, I'm going to be quiet for a minute. But when them dogs come out, them dogs come out. And let's be real. The only reason why Bo Brinley submitted the brief last night late is because it was promised to him that Robert would break and still give him what he want as far as music wise. And Daryl McDavid is still so confident that he will get power of attorney because they know Robert ailment over my dead body. So when I come out and say things, I don't say it just to be saying it. I don't say it just to be saying it. At the end of the day, when you put Sylvia up to do what she did, see, I'm going to put it out there, but Sylvia old enough to know not to do certain stuff, so I don't have no type of sorriness for none of them. and definitely not you, Janet. See, you good friends with Uncle Greg, and you lie to Uncle Greg. But I know what you do on this internet. And you lied and said Robert talked to you the other day, right? How is that possible? And Robert's phone privileges are restricted for another 4 months. Oh, we about to get there tonight. We about to get there tonight. Because this about to get funky like a monkey. And I'm about to put all truth out there. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. And my feet ain't touched the ground. You went around telling everybody that you was worked in George Street and that you was Sharron Winbush, Janet. You wasn't Sharron Winbush. Now I'm going to put it out there. When you got on my platform and said, no, Kip, I never seen you, you wouldn't have seen Kip. Because you came around in 2002. No, I'm sorry. You came around 2009, around that time. No, it wasn't then. I'm sorry. I got to back it up. You came around like 2007. It was 2007. And because Rob brought you in because you write prompts real good. And you was real good with trying to overshadow media. So therefore, Rob brought you in, Janet, and your son. How old is your son now? But he should be an adult. Robert brought y'all in to change the narrative that was being put out there. And you was supposed to piggyback off of Sam Adams. Oh, but Dana don't know you, right, Janet? Now let's go here. If anybody got pictures of Uncle Greg when he was at court, Janet, wasn't you standing next to him looking all bloated? You 63 years old. Them pictures that you put up of AI ain't you. How dare you catfish the people along with your friend Catfish? See how this go? While y'all two golden girls trying to tag team, I'm going to destroy both of you old hags. I'm not the one you want to play with. You better go ask Kip. I will beat the whole internet ass. You better go ask anybody that know me. I'm like this in person and on the internet. You're not going to play with me. You're not going to disrespect my bro, and you're not going to disrespect my sis. And you damn sure ain't disrespecting anybody that's connected to me in a dream team or not part of the dream team. Facts. Now, with that being said, you brought Bro Brindley in. Now, watch this. I am that guy that have the power to rise people or to descend people. Right? And when I first said that Sharron Winbush was dead, I knew that was going to spark an arousal. And you came back, I'm not dead, mother effers. That's fine. I'm glad you did that. Right? So all you did was made me look at Bo Brindley for what he is. A lawyer that's after some money that don't know nothing. And you gonna say, well, don't say Bo Brindley don't know nothing. That's Rkelly lawyer. Well, let me show you something. This right here. You see that right there? That right there? That right there? This is Bo Brindley's first brief, right? This is what, and one of these, the government said that it wasn't, it wasn't validated. All of this was validated. But I want you to pay attention to attachment 1. Exhibit A. Larry McGee's sentencing transcript. How did you get that, Sharron? See what I mean when I say janky, people? How did you get that? And out of the 75 pages, right? Because you said you weren't going to read it. You sat on the phone with me for an hour and 30 minutes, and I broke down pieces of the sentencing transcript. So when you went and gave it to Bo Brindley, it was some pieces that you missed. That's why I said, if Bo Brindley want to know the truth about what he have, he got to talk to me. Well, Sharron Winbush, the ghost, a.k.a. Janet, you told Bo Brindley not to talk to me. Oh, wow. Why would you do that? And it's cool. Because he don't have to. See how this work? Because I know my work. I know what's being done. I know what's being said. You don't. So when Bo Brindley put out there, oh, Larry McGee did this and did this, you told Bo Brindley that Larry McGee went to California and had Rashona Landfill and Azriel Clary in a room together and made them change their mind. You know why you said that? Because I said it. And you know why I said it? Because I know dumb motherfuckers like you will listen. And I know you will go repeat it to try to get a one-up on me. That goes to show that you dumb. Because if you listen to what I said when I first dropped it, I said Larry McGee had Azriel in her house. Larry McGee spoke with Rashona on the phone. Or via phone. I said something like that, via phone. Via that AUSA officer that was working with Rashona. That's how Larry knew that she was testifying. Then you went live and said, oh, I got the intel scoop. I got the intel scoop. I don't look at nobody except for blah, blah, blah. So I came live a month later and changed it up and said Larry McGee was in Compton, California with Azriel, Angelo Kai, and Rashona Landfill. And you ran with that because you was talking to Bo Brindley, and you know that I'm not talking to Bo Brindley. So Bo Brindley put it into motion. And if you notice when I read the motion, I said, sorry, Simba, the wrong team has revealed their hand. And then I said it again to you. If Bo Brindley want to break this down, he need to contact me. And you said, why would Bo Brindley call you? Just send him everything and da 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 da. No, because you already went and told that man that you was the one responsible for all of the stuff that he got, which is all of my work. See how this go? You also went and told Bo Brindley that everybody is against Rob. You also did the dumbest thing ever. You seen the super fan turn on everybody. So you went. I'm going to say it again. So you went and decided you wanted to promote the super fan. You decided that you wanted to lie and try to rewrite history when history is in all my pages. History is there. You can't rewrite that. Thank you, Stacy. And Larry stated that in the video. Exactly. Larry said he spoke with Rashona along with the agent. However, what made you look janky as hell is when you tried to play like you wasn't Janet. And here we go, one of your false goddamn personalities. And you tried to hold the first person and third person conversation, and you end up talking in second person. I graduated from a premier HBCU called Morgan State University. You can't get by me with that. Which leads me to the government's response. And I was listening to Carla a little bit today, and I honestly didn't know that she was part of OCOV. Because when I last recall, I remember she deals with JoJo. And JoJo say he for Rkelly, but your girl is OCOV. So I'm sitting back, I said, oh, this should be interesting. And I listened to Carla talk about Lady D as she was reading the motion. And I said, oh, nobody can break it down like I can. And I'm not perfect with it, but I'm not a slouch neither. So as I look at the government's motion, right, it says the government interpretation of attorney-client communication discussing trial preparation and strategy constitutes structural error. The right to the assistance of counsel guaranteed by the Sixth Amendments is indispensable to the fair administration of our adversarial system of criminal justice, Maine versus Moulton, case law, and Black versus United States, case law, ordering a new trial where agents overheard conversations between the defendant and his attorney, and the information was communicated to the prosecution, O'Brien versus United States, case law, same. The Supreme Court has also recognized that the assistance of counsel cannot be limited to participation in a trial. To deprive a person of counsel during the period prior to trial may be more damaging than denial of counsel during the trial itself. The government's intrusion on the attorney-client relationship also has due process implications under the Fifth Amendment. See United States versus White case law. The opaque term structural error is best understood as denoting an error that can't, at least without inordinate burden or difficulty, be determined to be harmless. United States versus Gaia case law. The Supreme Court has recognized three circumstances that give rise to structural error. First, an error has been deemed structural in some instances if the right at issue is not designed to protect the defendant from erroneous conviction, but instead protects some other interests. Second, an error has been deemed structural if the effects of the error are simply too hard to measure. Third, an error has been deemed structural if the error always results in fundamental unfairness. Weaver versus Massachusetts case law. These categories are not rigged. In a particular case, more than one of these rationales may be part of the explanation for why an error is deemed to be structural, ID at 296. For the purposes, however, one point is critical: an error can count as structural even if the error does lead to fundamental unfairness in every case. While violations of the right to counsel and in some instances subject to harmless error analysis, whether a particular violation is structural. Second, an error has been deemed structural. Okay, I read that already. Okay, boom. Preparation and strategy will undermine the public interest in the observance of law and administration of justice. Moreover, following the government to obtain such information will always produce an unfair result. Trial preparation and strategy can involve investigation and discovery, development of the theory of defense, selection of the jury, presentation of the witnesses, and style of witnesses' imagination and jury argument. United States versus Gonzalez Lopez, allowing the government to have a window into any such information will always produce an unfair result. Armed with such information, the government will always, I guess, have an unfair advantage at preparation and strategy would undermine the public interest in the observance of law and administration of justice. Moreover, allowing the government to obtain such information will always produce an unfair result. Trial preparation and strategy can involve investigation and discovery, development of theory. Okay, I read that. Boom. Allowing the government to have a window into any such information will always produce an unfair result. Armed with such information, the government will always have unfair advantage at trial. It will have an opportunity to prepare for and meet defense tactics and theories that is denied to the defense. Allowing the government to tailor its case. Based intercepted attorney-client communications regarding trial strategy places a thumb on the scale in the government's favor. With such an advantage, the government's case is not required to survive the crucible of meaningful adversarial testings. Oh, they telling on themselves. See United States versus Chronic. They are telling on themselves. So pretty much they telling you that they will bend and break every rule just to get what they want. And there's nothing nobody else can do about it because nobody attacks the government because the government have more everything than what you have. The difficulty of determining the extent of the harms defendant suffers from the surreptitious interception of attorney-client communication counsels in favor of finding structural error. See Gonzalez and Lopez case law. Concluding that the Sixth Amendment violation with consequences that are necessarily unquantifiable and indeterminate unquestionably qualifies as structural error. Pause. So with the government telling you all of that, if Kip would have said anything remotely to hurt Robert, don't you think the government would have put him on the stand? That's all I want to know. Don't you think the government would have put him on the stand? And they quoting Sullivan versus Louisiana case law. There are numerous ways in which the government's receipt of attorney-client communications relating to trial preparation or strategy may advantage the government. It may aid the government in its investigation. It could help the government focus more heavily on certain aspects of the case. It may assist in the preparation of witnesses. It can help the government assesses what evidence to put on in its case in chief or save for rebuttal. Determining the extent of the harm suffered by a defendant will be next to impossible. Likewise, it will be next to impossible for the government to show that its receipt of such information was harmless beyond a reasonable doubt. Facts. The efficiency cost of permitting the government to attempt such a showing render harmless error analysis unjustified. Facts. The government's obtainment of communications relating to the defense's trial preparation and strategy is distinguishable from Weatherford versus Bursey, where the Supreme Court requires the showing of prejudice. There, the court made clear that there was no tainted evidence in the evidence, no communication of defense strategy to the prosecution, and no purposeful intrusion by the defendant will be next to impossible. Hold on, I think I read it already. Okay, boom. And then Bernie, where the Supreme Court required showing of prejudice. There, the court made clear that there was no tainted evidence in this case. no communication of defense strategy to the prosecution, and no purposeful intrusion by the informant. Hold on. The Supreme Court required showing of prejudice. There, the court made clear that there was no tainted evidence in this case. No communication of defense strategy to the prosecution, and no purposeful intrusion by the informant. That's a lie, because the Supreme Court never looked at the case. The Supreme Court didn't even, let's go here. The Supreme Court didn't even rule on the case. They threw it out because they had too many cases. So that's a lie. So when Carla was like, Lady D stumbled over that, I don't know why she stumbled, but that's a lie because the Supreme Court just threw it out. They ain't give an answer. They ain't give a rebuttal. They ain't give nothing. They just said it was too many cases that they had, and they had to take the important cases first. So 429 U.S. 545 and 558, 1977. Indeed, the Weatherford Court acknowledged that the case would be much stronger if the government obtained communications relating to trial preparations. ID at 554. The court noted that the United States had conceded that certain intrusions into the attorney-client relationship would constitute violations of the right to counsel. And Hoffa, the United States conceded, as it does here as amicus curiae, that the Sixth Amendment would be violated if the government places an informant in the defense camp during a criminal trial and receives from the informant privileged information pertaining to the defense of the criminal charges. Pause. Yes, that would be a violation of the Sixth Amendment. But as we watched it, as we walked through it, when did they ever give a damn about when they violated any of Robert Sylvester Kelly rights? I'll sit back and watch. And as Carla say, I'll wait for the other side to sit back and defend their side and their position. Because they never gave a hell about Robert rights. They broke all of Robert rights. Because they the government, they can do that. They gave Robert an inducement charge. When Geddes, or I might be saying it wrong, I might be getting the names wrong, but whatever the AUSA was that was in Chicago, but that went to Oregon, she broke Robert's amendment rights. She the one that seduce, entice, and induce Jane Doe, Chicago. And I'm talking about Rashona Landfill. She the one that did that. But you say Robert did it, huh? Dana, are you one of those ones that say Robert is an angel? No, the hell I'm not. But if we're going to do this the right way, let's do this the right way. And I'm going to speak on something. You heard jurors from every high-profile case, and they were getting attacked, they were getting threatened and everything. Why nobody in Robert Sylvester Kelly case, came out and said anything? And I'm talking about Chicago or New York. Which leaves doubt to believe that they were actually people of his peers. I'm not believing that. I'm believing that they were paid circumstantial people to fill in and to give a guilty verdict. That's what I believe. So when callers say, oh no, but they trying to put the Robert case with the guy in South Carolina for that unalived his family. Listen, just like the court person messed up his case, and Donnelly fumbled robbery case. Let's go here. A Chicago judge that passed away fumbled robbery case. Well, Dana, how can you say that? You can't move the goalposts when you're losing just to win. We ain't talking Fantasia here. We ain't trying to lose to win. We trying to win to win. And if I see a mess up in one case that mirrors robbery case, or might be a little worse than robbery case, then why not compare the two? Now watch this. Janet, the ghost of Sharron Winbush, Keith, and all of y'all. Y'all went and had Jennifer Bonjean outed from out of Rob's camp, where she was doing a great job for Robert. She left Robert's side, went to Harvey Weinstein's side, and got a win. Bo Brindley is struggling, about to catch a L. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to hold nobody else on a string and say, well, I hope and pray. No, let's keep it real. He fired the brief late. He filed the brief late, very last hour. And his brief that he filed, we're going to read. And I'm going to say this, since people don't know and can't see, every motion that Bo Brindley filed comes with hidden implications. I'm going to say it again. Every brief that Bo Brindley filed comes with hidden implications. So because the Sixth Amendment's assistance of counsel guarantee can be meaningfully implemented only if a criminal defendant knows that his communications with his attorney are private and that his lawful preparations for trial are secure against intrusion by the government, his adversary, and the criminal proceeding. Watch this. We knew that his conversations was not private. Well, Dana, how you know that? Because Tasha K got it. Well, Dana, that's just a little bit. And the stuff that Tasha K had helped flip Azrael. Well, that just helped Azrael get home. But if we listen to what Larry said and stop listening to what the ghost said about Larry talking, Larry implicated a lot of things. He said, that's his house. He can play Surviving Rkelly all he wants. And the funny part is he's telling the truth. But it's not what he did, it's how he did it. Which give me the implications that when the daddy left Azrael, Jane Doe, number 5, New York. When the daddy left Azrael there, whether she wanted to stay, whether she stayed, whatever, I don't know how that went. But she was there. Larry sees the opportunity to flip a young lady who was lost. And if he flipped her, he got something out the deal. Which brings it more full circle of the flipping of Azriel had more hands in it than we all know. Because what did Tasha K send Azriel that made Azriel buck against that? But then what did Larry play for Azriel to make Azriel buck against that? Larry said Azriel bucked against her father at his house. So what is that telling you? That there's more hands in this pot, right? So then it says, implemented only, okay. Then it says his adversary in the criminal proceeding. The same rationale applies to the government's obtainment of attorney-client communications. If a defendant cannot trust that attorney-client communications can be secure, his right to counsel is eviscerated. Facts. How many times have Rkelly complained about his privacy in an MCC? And then at the MDC. And Ann Donnelly swept it under the rug. Then it says defendants who are detained before trial are already at a disadvantage in trial preparation due to the practical constraints detention poses for conferring with counsel. Now pause. If the government is telling you that you at a defense, how is due process met? Due process only means that you get a fair right to fight on the same level. Where's the due process? The government is sitting there telling you in your face that we can do what the hell we want and you can't do nothing about it. And then we have people of color, women, that will sit around and say, oh, the people over there that fight for Rkelly are stupid. The government is making them look dumb. No, the government is making you look dumb because today is Rkelly, tomorrow is your son. And you don't have the right to argue about it. Make it make sense. If the government is entitled to obtain communications sent from or meant for counsel, the right to counsel has no meaning. Subsequent cases suggest that the disclosure of defense strategy would require reversal in United States versus the Senton. The Seventh Circuit remanded for an evidentiary hearing to determine what information an informant gave to the prosecution. The Seventh Circuit instructed that the defendant's conviction should be dismissed if perjury of information or trial strategy was communicated to the government. If the sentenced co-defendants and a government informant, and if the obtained information prejudicial to the sentence or regular, I think it's regular something, the sentence trial strategy, which he then transferred to the government, the sentence conviction should constraints detention poses for conferring with counsel. Should be reversed. Okay, there we go. Similarly, United States versus Bellassateri case law and Copeland versus United States case law for the proposition that eavesdropping on attorney-client communications may be grounds for reversal. Copeland applied a per se rule requiring that a conviction be vacated if the government intercepted attorney-client communications. Copeland case law. We think it is further true that the right to have the assistance of counsel is so fundamental and absolute that its denial invalidates the trial at which it occurred and requires a verdict of guilty therein to be set aside, regardless of whether regardless of whether prejudice was shown to have resulted from the denial. These cases are consistent with Third Circuit's interpretation of Weatherford as suggesting by negative inference that a Sixth Amendment violation will be found where defense strategy was actually disclosed or where the government enforced officials sought such confidential information. United States versus Levy case law. As an evidentiary hearing is wanted to determine whether the government obtained information relating to trial preparation or strategy. If so, the court should find structural error. Respectfully submitted by Dobie Brindley. I think I got these mixed up some kind of way. Yeah, I think I got this mixed up some kind of way. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get that off. Boom. Let's show this one. Let's see what this one is. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Hold on. If the court finds structural error. Okay, that's structural error joint. Yeah, this is Bo Brindley joint. So I mixed the government and, oh, Jesus. That's the way it was sent to me. Yep. So Bo Brindley put, okay. So Bo Brindley put his down. The government said their piece. Somehow or another, I got them mixed up. But hey. It all brings me to Sharron Winbush, the ghost of Sharron Winbush, aka Janet. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go on record, and I'm going to say she's been tricking everybody all this time. She's not in California. She's not by the river. Sharron, you right on West Madison Street, man. I'm just going to keep it real. You right on West Madison Street in Chicago. And the crazy thing is, that's how you so close to the so-called pimp Sinful to P that mysteriously died and then disappeared and nobody know. But if you look at everybody that the ghost of Sharron Winbush, aka Janet, is close to, they are pedophiles. Sinful to P was a pedophile. And he got charged for it. I don't know about the Gorgeous Dre guy. I don't know about him. But you right over there on West Madison Street. And I dare you go and tap on your board and tell me I'm lying. I'll put your whole house up there. I just don't care no more. Because you done lied too much. On top of that, Janet, you need to tell everybody the way you used to be a call girl in Chicago. You know what I mean? And while you sitting back talking about, I got money, and I do all this, and I do that. Listen, you can talk about prima donna working at the Waffle House. You can talk about me being a security guard at Tiny Town, and you can talk about all that. But let's talk about that Section 8 house you got. If you take away the Section 8, then what do you have? A breathing machine. You know what I mean? And the only reason why you got Section 8 is because of your disability of you having a breathing disease. So that explains why you can talk about this and everything. Don't nobody give a damn about you. You have a breathing disease. You keep playing with me, I send anthrax to your apartment. And the reason why you got a breathing disease is because you got years of smoking and freebasing and doing crack. You know what I mean? You smoke, you freebase, you do crack, you stupid, you dumb, and you stink. Now, how about that, Slimer? You know what I mean? How about that, Slimer? You live in a Section 8 high-rise apartment. If I'm lying, go live in your house and show everybody where you live at. And open the windows. I bet you see a goddamn of a building across. I bet you see a sky. Look up in the sky, is a bird, is a plane. Met the cow. I guess Sharron Winbush know my fucking name. Right? And on top of that, are you going to tell everybody that you releasing AI pictures because you're 63 years old? So I just want to know, what do you look like now that you got a big ass jug of juice and your saggy ass titties and your rotten rolled up coochie? I'm just trying to figure out. What do you have now? You know what I'm saying? And then let's let the cat out the bag. You supposed to be for Robert, right? So are you still doing that interview and with Fox 32? Because you raising money for Mondi? Well, guess what? I have contacted the Homeland Security. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why I contacted Homeland Security. Because it's illegal to raise money on the internet for international sex traffic, for a convicted international sex trafficker. That's illegal. Yep. And I'm going to report your ass. And I don't care. So I need everybody in all 50 states to contact Homeland Security on the ghosts of Sharron Winbush for raising money for the Dana J. Leave out the listen, that nigga really touched little kids from goddamn Russia to LA, and you up there talking about he's trying to help Robert, and Dana J and Prima Donna is messing it up. He needs money. He needs money to help Robert. He needs money to help Robert. Okay, so if he need money to help Robert, right? Why wasn't you advocating for Robert on his birthday? And why didn't you get him money and when he was stealing Rob Communications? See, you think I'm joking, don't you? Sharron, do this look familiar to you? Do you see what I see?
I know you fucking lying.
Man, listen. Do you see what I... Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wonder Twin Power, zoom in. Do this look familiar, Sharron? That Section 8 got y'all going good, don't it? Don't it?
I know you fucking lying.
I wish I was fucking lying, but god damn it, I'm not. I'm just saying. Don't that look familiar, Sharron? AKA Janet? Yeah, I know Uncle Greg gonna call me tonight. Nephew, why you didn't, man? Uncle Greg? Oh, Uncle Greg. Don't call me asking about that lady. You might get cussed out tonight. You know what I'm saying? You might get cussed out tonight. I'm telling you, don't call me about that lady. Because the minute you start talking and defending her, I'm going to turn to that white boy and I'm going to say, bullshit. So don't call me tonight trying to defend her. It's going to get a little ugly. I'm just trying to let you know. I'm just saying. But wait a minute. It gets a little deeper. You told us that Angie Walker was the lawyer that Levi Rkelly got to help get Rkelly out too, right? Then when people start talking about Keith and Will, you turn around and tell Keith and Will that it's me and Kip and Prima Donna and Leisha that's talking about Keith and Will. Well, I'm about to take you back in time. I'm about to take you back in time. Do you remember this? Sharron, Winbush. Do you remember this? And I'm going to play it like this.
I believe Keith Calvert threw the fight. I believe Keith Calvert rigged the game. I believe Keith Calvert deliberately withheld money from lawyers, for lawyers, deliberately hired inexperienced, unprofessional, below average lawyers, and then didn't supply them with any money for professional experts, forensic experts, witnesses, a professional private investigator, so that he could guarantee a loss. I believe Keith Calvert deliberately and maliciously intended from the very beginning to leave Robert in prison and make sure he didn't get out, which means we were all working for nothing. We all put in endless hours, 7 days a week, for months, years, 5.5 years we've been at this. And it was a lost cause from the beginning because he was never going to put money up for lawyers, for experts, for witnesses, for PIs, for detectives to help make sure Rob won. It was a fixed fight. I think every Rkelly fan and supporter that started a blog, that started a platform, that put time and energy into reporting on this case, doing rallies, getting the transcripts, reading them, doing everything we could to help Robert, to try to help him win this. Everybody has grounds to file a lawsuit against the power of attorney, Keith Calvert, because we all were.
Wait. Now, how did we know that Keith Calvert was power of attorney? Oops. I'm just saying.
I know you fucking lying.
The same person that went out there and told, oh, Dana J is doing it. And you tried to get damn near the whole Chicago to come after me. When you the one that was doing it. But guess what? Let's continue. Bitch.
Putting in work, fighting all day, every day to win when the game was rigged. He rigged the game. He had Louis Vuitton loafers that cost $1,400, $1,400 or more. I would sue Don Russell, his mother June Barrett, and his wife, and all companies they formed using Rkelly's intellectual property. They have his assets.
Remember she said that. Remember she said that. I'm going to play it again for y'all. Remember she said that.
I would sue Don Russell, his mother June Barrett, and his wife, and all companies they formed using Rkelly's intellectual property. They have his assets, and that means they also prevented him from winning and cost everybody 5.5 years of work and labor that nobody was paid for. I would sue Mario Coleman, the restaurant, all companies Mario Coleman formed. In the discovery process, you get to subpoena all bank records, all monies that have come in, all monies that have gone out, any companies that he has formed with anyone else, anyone in the camp, any of Rob's people that were working with him but are now helping Keith, the intellectual property attorney, the engineers who would have his music. You sue everybody. From Sharron, the Good Witch.
Well, Sharron, the boss witch, when you gave a directive, it was followed. Dana, what are you talking about? Y'all see that? 15 attachments. Y'all see that? The state of New York Supreme Court, New York County, Lizette Martinez, Lisa Van Allen, Kelly Rogers, Faith Rogers, Roderick Gartrell, and Jim Pratt. Who they suing? Don Russell et al. See, I have the cases. I just don't say nothing because, see, you were supposed to talk about it, the ghost of Sharron Winbush, and the reason why you didn't talk about it, none of this, is because you are part of the Rkelly takedown. As you directed, you was trying to fake like they was for us, but you really working with Me Too and Lizette Martinez and all of them people that's against Robert. This is a money grab. This is a money grab. See, Don Russell, Robert Sylvester Kelly, RSK Enterprise, LLC, and Indy Bill Corp. They did exactly what you instructed them to do. They did exactly what you instructed them to do. So when I sit back and see how you first went to Larry McGee's page with Bruce Kelly to out Don Russell and to make yourself look good, it don't work. Because see, me, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Robert Sylvester Kelly, inmate number, MDC Brooklyn, 8029th Street. Listen, you instructed Lisa Van Allen, Lizette Martinez, Kelly Rogers, Faith Rogers, Roderick Gartrell, and Jim Pratt. And Jim Pratt was the one that stole part of Rkelly bedroom diaries and gave it to Yvonne. See, I have it all. But I'm not going to give you all of what I have. The reason why I'm not going to give you all of what I have, because you ain't worth it. But wait a minute, it gets worse. Are you going to tell Keith and Will what else you said? Are you going to tell Uncle Greg exactly how you really feel? Oh, let's go. Talk about it.
He went in, said that Will Eady threw a party for him or some event for him where he was supposed to get somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000, you know, one of those appearances. And Will Eady convinced him to do it. He convinced him to come. Rob went, and Rob didn't see a dime of the money. Rob believed Will Eady kept that. So Rob wasn't fucking with Will Eady.
Wait a minute. Sharron Winbush wouldn't know that, but Janet would. How is that possible? How is that possible that you know that, Janet? How is that possible? Let's finish.
He was mad at him, and they were both mad at each other. They had fallen out. So they weren't bros. They weren't friends. They weren't even fucking with each other. Let me put y'all up on game. He has been calling me. I won't answer the phone. He's been DMing me, going crazy at my posts, threatening me. But, you know, that don't work with me. So I guess he reaches out to Keith to try to get Rob to call him. Now, this is very telling because Keith said, basically said, did you tell Rob to call me? Well, he said, did you tell him that I said to call me? Yes. He said he just had to find your number because you have to be on his call log. Rob has been in there 5.5 years, and Will Edie is not on his call log. I'm on his call log. Will Edie ain't on his call log. And
Well, Sharron, I've known Sharron for 30 years, man. Maybe probably more. She was my nutritionist at one point.
Sharron, I know Sharron for 30 years or more. She was my nutrition at one point. But let me bust your bubble. Robert told you about Sharron, Janet, and said when the time comes right, you might need to pose as Sharron. And then he started laughing. You took it seriously and really did it. I be damned. Let's go.
Right. And then she advanced on up to working for a whole lot of professional people.
And if Rob truly wanted to talk to him, why didn't he just ask Keith for his number instead of saying, I got to find the number? So that means Rob don't want to talk to him. And Keith probably never told Rob. A lot of times Keith wasn't giving Rob people's messages because Keith wants to be the only one that gets to Rob, gets information to and from Rob so that no one else can influence Rob. I don't believe he ever even told Rob to call Will so that he could know everything that Will is trying to say to Rob. In 2019, Keith was driving some old-ass car, Chevy Impala, some shit, garbage-ass car. He has no credit card. He's broke because the only way you get a boot on your car is you didn't pay tickets for a long, long time. So they doubled and tripled. And he was begging for people in the camp to give him money so he could get the boot off his car. So that tells you he was broke in 2019. You couldn't pay the tickets on your car. You got a boot on your car. And you didn't have the money for either one. Plus you driving an old ass car. The minute he gets Rob's money, all of a sudden, he's buying a new Mercedes truck. He claims the note is $600 a month. He's got a Lexus. He's bought a new slingshot, all the jewelry, all the clothes, $50,000 into a restaurant. I'm sure he put $10,000 into each person in the camp's business venture so that he could compromise them so they couldn't tell on him, because if you accept money, you dirty right with the nigga. So you can't tell because you're compromised. They tried to compromise me. They called me. Keith wasn't on the phone, but it was Will and another guy in the camp. I know they were doing the bidding for Keith, and they wanted me to sell Rob's intellectual property to compromise me, to keep me in their circle.
Hold on. How Sharron Winbush get Rob's intellectual property? I thought you was in California, which proves that you are where? In Chicago. And the only person that will have Rob's intellectual property or some of it would be the spiritual advisor, not the nutritionist. Hey, Janet, but let's finish. Keep telling on yourself, girl. Go ahead, bitch.
But not go and tell Rob what they're doing. You told me you met your girl at an Rkelly party. A party that was thrown for Rkelly by Rkelly. A bunch of women come to it so they can meet Rkelly and try to get with Rkelly. That's where you met your girl. That means she was at an Rkelly party to meet Rkelly. And probably wasn't his type, so she ended up with you. If she came to an Rkelly party to meet Rkelly and get with Rkelly, ends up with you, find out you broke and trifling, of course, it's reasonable that when you start taking her around R. Kelly, she gonna get with him. He's better looking than you. He got more money than you. He got fame. He got charisma. It's real believable that she was sliding behind the scenes and getting with him behind your back.
Wow.
That's 1,000% believable.
Wow.
The first lady of the church, fucking R. Kelly. So the broke ass nigga with no AAA, no ability to take himself to go get his own gas. He got to call somebody 30 minutes away. No, an hour and a half away. Please come get me. Please send somebody to come get me. He was driving a Chevy Blazer, stranded on 43rd and King Drive. And you could have walked your ass to the fucking gas station. I would have did that rather than call somebody and let them know how broke I am. Because there's a Mariano's on 39th. You go get King Drive, 39th Street. You make a right, go a couple of blocks. It's the Mariano's. I believe it's a gas station across from there. So you could have walked your ass 5 or 6 blocks to get some gas and hold on to your dignity instead of calling somebody an hour and a half away to have somebody come pick you up, take you to 43rd and King at 43rd and King Drive in your Chevy Blazer to the gas station on State Street. He broke, he a do-boy, and his girl was fucking R. Kelly behind his back. He got some gig for Rob to do some appearance. It was supposed to be $50,000. Rob said he kept the money. So Rob wasn't fucking with this bitch boy. Ooh. Rob was not fucking with this nigga at all. But he gonna come out here and tell everybody he the best friend of 24 years so he could sell that little whack-ass pamphlet he had, Listen, and then he comes out with another whack-ass pamphlet called Financial Literacy, and this motherfucker can't even keep gas in his car, don't have a credit card, and, you know, was driving a bust-down Chevy Blazer. He's upgraded to a Jeep. I guess that's progress. Not in my book, but I guess in a broke-ass nigga's mind, that's progress. He wrote Rob in jail. I think some dude in jail was drawing pictures. He drew Will Edie's picture with his girlfriend who was sexing him and Rob. And he sent that to Will, according to Will Edie. I never asked Rob because this nigga wasn't even on my fucking radar for me to care. But he a do boy, he a bitch boy, he a down low nigga that hung around R. Kelly for whatever the fuck he could get. Rob believes he stole $50,000 from him. Will believes, and everybody in the camp believes, his girl was fucking Rob. So these niggas was never tight. They was never like that.
Wow.
Rob didn't even put his money in this nigga's name. He didn't give you power of attorney. He didn't put the royalties in your name. He didn't put his intellectual property under your guidance with your financial literacy pamphlet. Because he didn't trust your motherfucking ass.
Wow. That's easy.
We start with breaking news from auto racing. NASCAR Cup Series driver Kyle Busch.
Wow. That was crazy. I didn't know. But hold on. I'm going to say this much, and I'm going to leave it here. I don't know a Sharron Winbush to live there, but I know of a Janet that lived in that apartment building. So when people say, I never heard of Janet before, because you ain't never been around like that. I know of a Janet that live in that building. But I don't know a Sharron Winbush. That's West Madison Street. The call girl for the pimps. Now, I'm going to ask Pimpin' Ken to ask Good Game or Don Juan, do they know a Sharron Winbush or do they know a Janet that's 63 years old? And since Levi had to show his face, I think it's only fair that everybody make you show your face or walk away from anything that you spew. Time out for the ghosts. And I'm going to take it a step further. Suffer a witch not to live. I'm going to say it again. Suffer a witch not to live. Now, I'm going to play this video, which totally exonerates Robert from what Levenweather said that he believed and what the government said that Rkelly was just out disseminating tapes. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. This is their content, but it's a good interview. Check it out.
I gotta ask you, right? Because I was reading one of your books, and you revealed that you was the one that took Rkelly tape, the tape he had with the underage girl. What's the backstory behind that?
Nah, yeah. Jermaine Atkins wrote that book. Jermaine Atkins wrote that book. Through the grapevine, it was always known what happened with that aspect at hand, But Rkelly, he was kind of known in the industry for doing a lot of the man is amazing, but within that, there was a lot of issue with Barry Hankerson and Aaliyah, God bless her dead, and Barry Hankerson felt some kind of way, so he knew already, hey man, that man got some shit in his duffel bag. Get that and get it to me, man.
Barry Hankerson felt some kind of way because Rob was firing him. So he used the original album cover for Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which was supposed to have been the marriage and the fake marriage thing that Barry Hankerson paid for, and Demetrius Smith orchestrated for Barry Hankerson because Demetrius always wanted to be Barry Hankerson. But years later, Robert takes the fall because Barry Hankerson put the play in play.
So we try to get him, you know what I'm saying? Book him. He got booked with Game to do a song, a video. Yeah, he got booked with Game to do a video when he got in Miami, South Beach. When he got booked there though, Kels be saying some crazy shit. You ever seen a shooting star hang with a star? He just come by and go. So is that when he booked Game though? Yeah, when he booked Game, he wanted a boat. Game get his own boat. He come and meet me at this boat, and we meet at this boat. So I'm there and I'm trying to see how the fuck I'm gonna get this here. You know what I'm saying? Got my man Teeth wearing my cock with me. I'm like, man, I gotta get this man. So we do the little show and all that, whatever the video, but nothing come to fruition. It don't happen.
TSW. Sharron Winbush is one person. There's no Janet Sharron. Her first name is Janet. I purposely withheld her last name. And the reason why I withheld her last name is so I won't get no bullying strike on my platform. There is no Janet Sharron. Sharron Winbush is one person that used to work for Robert. Janet is a person that started working for Robert, I want to say from 2007 on up to now.
So Kel's having to go a little run in Florida and go to Fort Pierce. And when he go there, I holler at my man in Pakistan. You know, now he in Fort Myers. I holler at my peoples in Pakistan. So them Haitians like, boy, I got him. Don't trip. So
Exactly, TSW. But hold on, after this, I'm going to drop something else. Hold on.
He doing a little concert for them, and he coming out with a duffel bag. So he come out with a duffel bag. T-Frey get him. Pop, pop. Grab that the duffel bag. Pop. Get in the car. I pull off. I know he like, God damn. They don't want nothing else? Because it's like 15 of them. But it's like, this the only shit that got tooken. He was well known about this private bag. But motherfuckers just be on joke time. Everything in that bag, boy, the shit that was rumored around him. So, got the bag, VHS, and shit. I remember I said, man, what the f wrong with this nigga? And, you know, like, man, I don't know what's going on, but hand this shit to Barry Hankerson, and Barry like, boy, that shit was bootleg out everywhere. It was bootleg out everywhere, and I closed my last year in federal prison with Kelly. We talked about it, we chilled, and he's still amazing, singing to the boys, singing to niggas. You live in a fantasy world, so you just thinking, goddamn, me and my bitch, you know what I'm saying? While he just doing a lot of, it's just like going to a concert to see a nigga sing, you know what I'm saying? Like going to see Lionel Richie, Smokey Robinson, you know what I'm saying? Jaheim, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we chopped it up, we talked, but he put a lot of blame on his wife. And
Uh-oh. So Sharron, aka the ghost of Sharron Winbush, aka Janet, why didn't you talk to him? Why didn't you get him to talk to you? Now you can't say that he's the fake Bunky. See how this go? It seemed like that everybody that wanted to be around Kelly got a story. But it don't match the ones that was around Kelly in jail with the story. But let's finish. Because what he said was this.
He put a lot of blame on his wife. And he got hopes he get out, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, man, I don't give a fuck what you say. Anybody. That nigga get played in the backyard at them barbecues. Cause my MP3 in prison. I'm like, The Weeknd is the second most person I got, and you first, man, Kels. Got like 140 songs of your shit. And, shit happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
How did the tape get leaked?
The bootleg, all you had to do is give it to a couple of bootleggers, bootleg. The industry was really going, through that bootleg CD and bootleg VHS around that time, So the industry was really going through that. So it was bootleg people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like in all little hoods, swap shop, flea markets, little differential places like that. You know what I'm saying? It was bootleg places everywhere, you know?
But I thought the government and Leavenworth said that Robert was distributing the tape. Uh-oh. This is new evidence. That's circumstantial errors. Let's go.
So
Aaliyah uncle, he was the mastermind behind all this. He's the one that told you to go get the tape. The tape ended up going, leaking out there. So he's the mastermind.
to let it be known, yeah, I would guess, you could look at it like that, but a lot of things happen with contracts, honoring things, and probably trying to cover it up for them, and like just sick and tired, like, man, I ain't covering this shit up no more, man. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I know I got it and I handed it. Like, yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
So in that interview, what did we learn? That Barry Hankerson's hand was all on this. And that Barry Hankerson what up, King Cox? And Barry Hankerson has said, if Robert ever fired me, I'm going to make his life a living hell. And I'm going to blackmail him every chance I got. And he did it. And I'm going to say this. The ghost of Sharron Winbush, Janet, you can say whatever you want. But if you ever threaten me again, I am going to release your full name. And I'm going to read everything you said to the federal government. What up, D-Mac? If you ever threaten me again, I'm going to release your full name and I'm going to read everything you ever said to the federal government, whether it's good or bad. With that being said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important and be yourself. And remember one thing. Don't feed the gremlins after 12 midnight. Don't give them water at no time. And if you hear something rumbling under your bed, that sounds a little crazy, just know it might be a call girl with the first name Janet that go by ghosts that will wither through your room called Sharron Winbush. With that being said, elephants don't swat flies. And jets fly over turbulence. And when Sharron Winbush, the ghost of Sharron Winbush, a.k.a. Janet, want to come at you, understand one thing. Before I get out of here, I'm going to let some people call in. Hit that line, 404-914-7986. I want to talk to you. Hit that line, 404-914-7986. I want to talk to you. I ain't doing no prank calls tonight. I ain't doing none of that. So if you calling in to be smart or whatever, man, I'm going to hang up on you. I'm telling you that now. J-Rock said, King Cox, you're right. That video was 2005. That tape was leaked in 2002. I'm going to say this, J-Rock. Which tape you talking about? because the infamous P tape was once again Damon Pryor and Lisa Van Allen. So call in 404-914-7986. If not, I'm going to keep it moving. If not, I'm going to keep it moving. But I am going to say this. Janet, one thing I'm going to say about you is this right here. I'm going to leave that there. However, you're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller?
Salute, it's the Dream Team Experience. It's the legend in the building. How y'all doing?
Oh, what's going on, Sparkle? What's going on?
I hear Hoe'S had to threaten my brother. What's the thing? Yeah, make sure you call me back. Because let's get into respect to Barry. Don't play with me. Okay? Like I said, I look young. I sound young. I ain't young, honey. Because I remember your ass used to try to whoop last night. Okay? Don't play with me. I'm not playing with none of you hoes. The revelations is here. Got scamming Winbush or whatever the hell your name is. Raggedy ass bitch. Let me tell you something. My face blood. Okay? Just tricked and stole that goddamn side ass pussy all around America. And guess what? You still ain't got shit. Now listen, you got one more time to say anything about DJ and the Dream Team Experience, and I'ma light your ass up. Goddamn undercover ass rope. Let's tell the people why your ass running and don't want to get on camera. How many goddamn pimps you done finesse and don't make me call Ken? Because I got it personal. Now let's get it. Oh, later, DJ.
All right. Wow. The call is going to get funky. I see it. Shout out to Sparkle, man. I mean, listen. Sparkle was out there. So Sparkle know. I'm just saying. Sparkle know. Sparkle was out there. Listen, man. That's a legend right there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, and I've been on Sparkle for a long time. A long time. That's a legend. I'm just telling you. Call in 404-914-7986. Dana J want to talk to you. And I like that. The Dream Team Experience. I like that. Woo! We about to steal that. We about to steal that. Hey, Sparkle, if I owe you royalties, let me know. I'm just saying. Call in 404-914-7986. Man, I'm not here to debate about nobody lying. I'm just saying. I'm just going by and people saying. But what I do know is that it's time to start doing more in-person interviews. And we going after the folks that supposed to be there. And we going to ask these folks the hard questions. Y'all seen Kip come up here a lot of times. Time for me to start shooting for some other folks. You know what I mean? Call in 404-914-7986. Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to J-Rock in the building. Shout out to Gemini Dawn. Uh-huh. I'm just saying. God damn. That's Sharron Winbush. The ghost of Sharron Winbush. Boy, you done messed up Rkelly whole case. I thought it was just me until I started looking at stuff like, damn, she got motherfuckers coming at me. She got people going at Will, but then she telling Will it's me, and she hiding the videos. But guess what? I downloaded every last one of them. Nah, we ain't play that. Did he or did he not marry her? I'm confused. I'm gonna be honest with you, Nana. I wasn't there, but from the people that was there, but they said that it was pretty much not a real marriage. But they said that at the end of the day, it was supposed to be for the album cover. And it was Barry Hankinson idea, and Demetrius Smith carried it out and paid for it and got the fake ID and everything. And that was supposed to be the original album cover, and for Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. It's supposed to have been Aaliyah and Rkelly in sweatsuits, and some type of ID was supposed to be like faded in the middle of them, and it was supposed to say age ain't nothing but a number, but somehow or another that was scrapped. When me and Demetrius talked about it, he ain't go into detail because he said that he gotta take the stand. So, that's what happened. But everybody running with it. And from me being in court, I didn't know that they was gonna go this far with that. But they had the people that, I guess, the higher supervisors, they had all three of them in court in New York in Ann Donnelly's courtroom. And they was asking questions, and they said the only thing they found on Aaliyah was a unfinished food stamp application. And then they said they found another stamp paper when Aaliyah sued Cook County. And what I'm thinking is the reason why she sued Cook County because her uncle put that fake marriage certificate in play and she retaliated. Love unconditional, what's up, baby? That's all I can say. Wendy Bryant, what's up? What's up? Somebody told me Kip was in the chat. Man, shout out to Kip. Hold on. You live on the Dana J show. How can I help you, caller?
What's good, Dan? You know who this is. This is J Rock.
What up, Jay?
And what's happening with you? So we weren't the only ones that said that Aaliyah sued Cook County after all.
Right.
See, how many times we gonna have to go over this with these people?
I ain't doing it no more.
Well, you ain't got to, but a lot of us out here outside of you have been consistently going over it time and time again. We've been saying.
Hold on. Say something, J Rock. Hold on. Right.
When I remember that episode of In the House when Gloria Allred was a guest starred on there, man, come on. I mean, they had the script. They had a whole script on how they was gonna play this thing out with R. Kelly, and not only with R. Kelly, they did it with Bill Cosby, they did it with Tory Lanez, they did it with everybody else out there as a prominent black man. And the episode of that show was in June. It was in January of 1998.
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna go here. That show definitely showed the blueprint. Am I saying that they did it for R. Kelly? I'm not gonna go that far, but I'm gonna say this: it's definitely the blueprint of what happened, and it definitely played out in a different way. However, what I will say is they took the blueprint, they ran with it, and they made it their own trial, which now R. Kelly is a case law to get every other man of color.
Right. Which is exactly what I was saying, especially you ain't got to go no further than the latest example, which would be Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
And how they try to do him, because if people really pay attention, the Stephon Diggs trial was really an abbreviated version of R. Kelly's trial. If you really look at it, the way the witness was acting on the stand, the way the lawyers had to jump in her testimony, and the witness or the / quote unquote victim did not really didn't really say tried to change the story on the stand, and was saying like, well, she wouldn't answer direct question, and they said, well, you tried to go after Mr. Diggs for $5 million. Well, he offered me $100,000. You still didn't answer the damn question.
Right.
And that's the type of stuff that was going on Well, with R. Kelly's trial, the only difference between the two was R. Kelly's trial wasn't televised. The mainstream media damn sure wasn't going to cover anything in regards to the defensive side of the story, and didn't really want, and wasn't going to never really address the transcripts in it. And also, do I even need to mention the fact that not only wasn't televised, but also any little piece of information, any kind of momentum that would be built on R. Kelly's behalf, they would shut it down real quick.
Facts. Again, I'm gonna say this much. A lot of people might not understand, but in New York, I was around the news media a lot, right? And I asked one of the news ladies, no, I'm sorry. I co-signed when Trevin asked one of the news medias, why are y'all so biased against R. Kelly? And she told us we got to go by a script that our script writer give us before we leave the station. And we got to deliver that or we won't have a job. At that point, I said, so basically, whatever narrative is out there, y'all got to run with it, even if it's false. And she looked at me and nodded her head and said, well, that's how we eat. So.
See, that part right there, what you just said, they've been pushing false narratives for the longest when it comes to R. Kelly. And how, and I remember I was in a chat and somebody's chat, and we had a discussion about it, and there was a lady in the chat was like, how do these people sleep at night? And I just said, well, when you're a vampire, you don't sleep at night.
Well, I'll say this much. When you are paid well to do what's being said, how do a house servant become a field servant? And how do a field servant become a house servant? One follow directions and the other don't. Simple as that.
Yep.
And it's sad to see R. Kelly get hit up like this, but once again, you got to look at it like this. When the warning comes down, you got to take heed, man. You got to take heed. Now, is it wrong with what's happening to Robert? Hell yes. At the end of the day, when Robert come home, and I'm gonna say this, he need to change people, places, things, and communications. Because everybody that he thought was for him
Really wasn't.
Was fished out by the people that's not for him. And he gravitated to the people that wasn't for him versus being close to the people that's definitely for him. And I can clearly say that the ghosts of Sharron Winbush, along with Angie, are agents of chaos. And they did exactly what they was paid to do. Disrupt R. Kelly's support from day one. That's why they gravitated to all the people that was against him. Make it make sense.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense. And I remember one of my friends, somebody asked me, how come they did all this stuff and try to do all the vast majority of different things in regards to taking him down? How come he was able to he wasn't able to get any support? I was like, and I broke down how, if you really look at it, nobody really gave him support, especially in the public domain, mainly because if you really look at it, there were two types of organizations that he could have actually leaned on, but was cut off from him.
And what organizations were they?
That would have been the I would say as far as what the normal circumstance would normally be that you lean on. that I've been maybe the NAACP and the Black Church.
Okay.
And both of those were cut off immediately when Gerald Griggs met up with Jamal Bryant. Because with Gerald Griggs already being part of the NAACP, he's already got leverage in there. So if anybody who actually would have thought about supporting R. Kelly, he would have probably just came out and would have had some information and probably cut off that support there. Then you go to Jamal Bryant, Jamal Bryant as far as in the Black Church, and then you have the Savages in the Black Church telling their story. And he doesn't have a chance to really defend or debunk anything. They run with that narrative. So then that narrative cuts off the support from the Black Church. So that's two main supports that he cut, some lifelines he could have had, both cut off.
Hey, J-Rock, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to get another call up here. Tomorrow, I'm going to hold a panel about that. I'm going to drop some bombshells. I want you to come up on the panel tomorrow, and we're going to talk about it openly. Because that right there is going to be a whole nother 2 hours.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going live at 7:00, and we're going to have an open panel, and I want you to come and join, and I want you to talk about that, because I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to show a video. That's going to blow all your minds.
All right. And you said around 7:00, and that'll be 7:00 your time?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make it a point to try to be on there for sure.
Thank you, bro. And I appreciate you for coming over, man.
All right, no problem. You too, man. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Man, that's J-Rock. The person that just called back. That's J-Rock in the building. Hey, that's what it's about. Speaking truth, not holding back, saying what you're going to say. You know what I mean? Call back. Whoever that was that just called, call back. You know what I mean? What up, Lex? Whoever just called, call me back. Because, see, I mess around and call you. Yeah, anybody can come on the panel. One thing I'm doing is there's no big I's and no little U's, and there's no dumb question. There's no dumb answer. Come and state how you feel, whether you for Robert or whether you're not. The whole thing is everything is going to be respectful. There's nobody going to be attacking nobody. We just putting everything together. Because at the end of the day, we should have been doing this 7 years ago. But I ain't going to lie. I had to defend myself, and I participated in the shit show. I'm going to keep it real. I ain't going to be one of the ones, oh, no, I was a victim. No, I wasn't a victim. Because I attacked people for people that I thought was my friends. They came to me crying about the same folks they teamed up with against me. One thing I don't do, I don't play the victim. If I did it, I did it. And I'm going to tell you I did it. And then I'm going to show you the video that I did it in. Because everything I did is recorded. Hold on. See, I call that person back. Hold on. I call that person back. See, I don't play that.
Hello?
Yes, are you live on the Dana J Show? How can I help you?
Yes, I was just calling. I'm a little bit behind
Yes, ma'am.
with this whole saga. If this lady was she his cook? A personal assistant?
Listen, and she tried to portray to be his nutritionist, but the way she moving and everything that she does, it points to the fact that she is supposed to be spiritual advisor, because all the stuff that she talk about and do is everything that the spiritual advisor has done, and I witnessed it firsthand. So
So basically, she a copycat.
pretty much, she's trying to mask like she's one person when she's definitely another person, and because she want to keep her whole persona private.
Well, why don't she just shut up? If she don't want nobody to know what she's doing or what she's done, just shut up.
I don't
The
know.
man locked up. Go somewhere and sit down. Shut up.
I don't know. When I tell you the calls that I get, matter of fact, I just got a call about 8 months ago from a lady that says she's Robert's sister, right? And I recorded the call because I know that I'm going to need that call. It's weird. I get so many off the wall weird calls when it comes about Robert, and I just tell them like, hey, just prove your claim. And my thing is, if I can't see you, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you know what? It sound like this man was surrounded by a bunch of leeches.
Facts.
Everybody wanted something from him.
Yeah. But they said that.
And it's like when the money ran out, everybody ran out and everybody had a sob story.
No, I'm not going to say.
He did this to me. He did that to me. He ain't do nothing to you.
No, I'm not going to say when the money ran out. I'm going to say this. When he decided that he didn't want that flavor no more, then he became a monster. He became a predator. He became a rapist. He became all of this. No, he wasn't that in the beginning. He wasn't that when you were benefiting. He just became that when he cut you off.
And I have no respect for that wife. None. None. I have no respect for her. None. She was dirty. She was dirty.
I agree.
She was dirty. But you know what? I'm not going to just count the fact that, you know, technically he did marry Leah.
Did he?
I mean, they showed the marriage license. But this is what I want to say about that. If her parents would have signed for her to legally marry him, then that would have been fine. If she was 16, however, you know, if she was 16 and her parents signed for her to marry Robert, she could have married him. And it wouldn't be nothing nobody could say about it because her parents signed for her. I know that's how it is in North Carolina. I don't know how it is other places. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. But all this other stuff, I don't believe it.
Right.
I don't believe it. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe it. And then when Gail did what she did, oh, I was done.
Your voice
That
sound
was a
familiar.
setup.
Your voice sound familiar.
Really?
Yeah. Have you called in before?
No.
Your voice sound familiar.
No, I've never called in before, but I'm going to admit something.
But I appreciate you for being a first time caller, and I want you to call in more times when I put the phone number up.
Okay, I will, because I want to see how this is going to play out. Because, I mean, this lady is crazy. To sit there and take on the persona of somebody else
Right.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
So you said you want to admit something. Oh Lord, I'm kind of scared now.
And don't be scared. Don't be scared. You were on another podcast one night. and you had went to the Diddy trial. And you had on the green shirt.
Right.
And we were having fun. It wasn't nothing mean-spirited or anything like that. But it was me and there was a few of us just kidding around, having fun or whatever. You didn't seem upset, but that person got upset.
Why?
I don't know. They got upset, honey, and it was nasty. She was nasty.
Yeah, call me behind the scenes and we gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Call me
Is
behind
this
the
the
scenes.
same number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll call you.
All right.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Woo! Shout out for the new first time callers, man. Listen, I'm about to start giving out gift cards probably next week. Hold on. One of my sis called. I'm calling her back. And she know I don't play that game. I'm calling her back. Shout out to the first time callers, though. I love everybody that call in. Man, listen, don't you be hanging up no phone, man.
Hold on, I got you on the. Wait a minute. Why is this? Hold on. Let me pause the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, and so can everybody else.
I feel like my phone was ringing or something. You caught me coming in the house. That's why I'm gonna call you back. Now,
Yeah.
who's that? Your girlfriend? What's y'all? Who is that? During the day? I got my third out.
Nah.
What y'all was doing in what you say?
Wait a minute, what? See, that's how I get started.
I said, oh, they had a little fling going on there, huh?
Listen, here we go. Here we go. See how Skylife start stuff, y'all?
Y'all look, I promise you, at least about 10 more people did the same thing. Like, we got curious. Like, what they was doing?
Nah, man, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I'm chilling.
That's good.
But
Well, now this is what I was. I want to say this to the ladies, and everybody with this whole Aaliyah thing, and this is what people got to understand. I don't even got you on speakerphone, but I can hear you.
yeah. Because
And you can hear me. That's
yeah, because you lied. That's what happened when you call a Dana J experience. Or the Dream Team experience. I'm sorry. It's the Dana J show, but the Dream Team
okay, I got
experience.
to do that. Shout out to the Dream Team. What's up, y'all? With Aaliyah, and to speak to the lady so she has clarification, because it sounds like she's new. The charge for Rkelly was bribery in regards to the marriage, okay? So, and I got to watch my words because I normally be talking to stupid people. So when you know that the allegations and the charge is bribery, that tells you automatically that there was something nefarious with the paperwork.
Right.
So the paperwork was submitted. So that means, yes, there was a marriage, but was it a legal marriage? Okay? You got to look at all the factors at hand. And then when people come with the argument of he married Aaliyah, okay, what does that mean? That doesn't prove he had ex with her. You know what I'm saying? You can infer what you want, but you have no evidence. And you also have to go by what Aaliyah said. Okay?
Yeah, because Aaliyah said that.
Hold on, one more thing.
Nothing happened.
One more thing. Right, she said it what happened. And the thing is, the paperwork was submitted. However, it was fraudulent. And we know that because of what? And this is J-Rock topic, boy. He'll get off on this one. That was an annulment. Okay? So that's the whole thing with marriage and Aaliyah. Okay? But you know, I was going to call and be like, so we ain't fighting nobody today, Dana. Who we fighting today?
Nah, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm just putting the ghost to flight. I mean, I'm putting them in the trap. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
All both of the ghosts got to go. Since they talking about they trying to put me out of my sector, I'm giving everybody their eviction notice. Their writ was signed. All the ghosts got to go.
I mean, well, she's really the one that got put out because, baby girl, you can lie.
No, I ain't.
A vicious lie out there.
No, I ain't talking about just that one, but I'm talking about that other ghost too. The one down in Florida.
God. You know what? Y'all not finna worry me. She a ghost too now. When she become a ghost?
Listen, she don't show her face.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, she did show her face, I think. What's that vision? I don't know.
No excuses for the witches. Suffer a witch not to live.
Y'all is the best. I'm hoping y'all doing good, though. But yeah, you keep doing it. You're doing a good job. Stay on their neck. But yeah, that lady's a liar. Don't y'all believe none she say. Don't do no agendas that she say. Don't follow none she say.
None of that. It's all lies. After you tell one lie for no reason, for no good apparent reason, we can't trust nothing you say. We can't trust your agendas. We don't even know who this dude is who you trying to push in some jail. We don't know. He could be Habib. You saying his name is something else. That could be Habib from the corner store on 9th and Stony out in Chicago. We don't know him.
Now what's so
and we ain't sending no money to him.
Now what's so in the paperwork as being an international sex trafficking.
I mean, and that's the thing with that. How you gonna interfere with R. Kelly case, and then you gonna try and spin the block, and when you come back, now you on his side. The time for you to stand up and the time for you to not cooperate is when the feds came to you asking for cooperation. Okay?
That part.
That's when you don't go ahead and do it, then come back. Because he played both sides. That's game. I see what he did. And I ain't mad at him because you in prison. I might have did it too. But if you now asking for the public and us to support it, no. You shouldn't have did it in the first place. You should have went to R. Kelly on the low, sent a kite or something, however y'all do it in prison. Be like, they trying to get me to go get your personal files and put your stuff up. Something. How you gonna backstab R. Kelly, then come back and be in his face like you his friend? We ain't going. Nope. Don't send a dime. Don't send him nothing. Don't listen to her. None of that. Okay. That's all I got to say. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the plant, and I gotta go buy me a new recorder so I could record Goddess when Goddess Sharron when I get done working.
Nah, man. What you call me in behind the scenes when I'm gonna show you everything you need.
I got you.
All right.
Okay. All right. See y'all.
All right. See you, sis.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. That was Sky Life, y'all. Anybody else want to call in? Come on and call in. Don't get upset because people don't have an incest. A lot of people still don't notice it. Facts. You're right. You're right. I guess she is taking the entire R. Kelly sector to court. And why is she calling Homeland Security? They handle sex crime. Well, TSW, I'm going to tell you this. When you ignorant and you don't know nothing, and you try to take everybody's story and try to make it seem like you're the dynamic one, and because Robert know that you can write good stories, it's so much that I can tell y'all, but it's just so much I'm just holding on to. And like I say, the ghost of Sharron Winbush, if you want to play with me, we can get darker and we can get deeper. But I already let you know that I ain't playing. I already told you who all came with you. I'm just going to interlude this. You do have a daughter. And your daughter have a prominent role. Do you really want to go this route? Other than that, I don't think you want to play with me. I keep telling you, I'm not Larry. I'm not Levi. They'll stop. I don't have no boundaries when you play with me. I don't have boundaries. But I'm like the federal government. I bend, I break until I get what I want. I don't have boundaries. That's why I try not to beef with people, because I know what I'm capable of. With that being said, Kip ain't here, but you ain't gonna lie on my brother. Prima Donna mind her own business and put her collages out, but you ain't gonna lie on my sister. Alicia just do her own thing, but you definitely ain't gonna play with my sister. And one thing about me, if I ever call you friend, I take it personal when you cross me. You live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller?
What's up, Dana?
What's going on? Who this?
That's your sister.
Oh, what's up, Alicia?
What's going on? Hey, Dream Team.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Is her daughter by R. Kelly? Is who daughter by R. Kelly? See how you just made my lazy eye go sour again? Am I not sitting up here cracking on myself? Hold on, wait a minute. It's her daughter. Hold on.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
What's going on, sis?
Not much. Just listening to the commentary.
So what you think?
I mean, I think that nobody should be listening to Sharron the crack pipe. You know, honestly, to me, it just seems like, you know, when she first came in this, it was Don the Muscle. Then she came out talking about, you know, he stole this and, you know, he was stealing Rkelly music and this, that, and the third. But at first, she was one of his biggest fans, him and his mama. She was crying and behind him going to jail. And so, you know, it's just funny to me now, all of a sudden, you know, it's like a turn of events, the same way it was when Rkelly brother was supposed to be going to see him down there in Butner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was pumping that shit up. You know, she was, you know, helping him collect money, as well as Sylvia on her channel, on his behalf, so he can get down there. You know, they was claiming that, you know, he did get in to see him. And then all of a sudden, the truth came out that he never got in. Which we already knew that. But, you know, it's just like they come out with these, you know, crazy stories. Oh, he got in. You know, he was able to see his brother, you know, playing on the fans and the supporters, you know, because they know that they would donate and shit like that. So it was just, you know, a miss when he didn't get in and they didn't offer up no type of, you know, no type of explanation on why they was collecting money and he did not get in. The same way they didn't offer up any, you know, explanation on any other reason that they was collecting money and nothing happened on the behalf of Kells. So, you know.
Oh, well, here's my thing. Why didn't they give the people back their money that donated?
Well, you know, from Sylvia's point of view on her channel, once it hits her channel, it's her money. So, you know, she can do whatever with the money that is sent to her that she wants to do. You know, that was the reasoning at the time for her channel. So,
Well,
you know.
And if you notice, the ghosts of Sharron Winbush have a pattern.
And, yeah, she definitely does.
And the pattern is, I'm going to get close to people that say they were for Kells, or that's on the news close to Kells.
Right.
I'm going to get what I can get from them, and when they don't give it to me, I'm going to out them out as being a distraction or a thief of Kells.
But you notice that's what she always do, because at one point she was all on Keith dick. You know, she was dick riding Keith, and then all of a sudden she came out talking about Keith stole Rkelly music. And then he wasn't a friend, this, that, and the third, the same thing she did to Don Russell. You know, like I said, she was dick riding Don Russell and his mama. And then all of a sudden, Don Russell was, you know, he was this and he was that. And don't trust Don. And Don was stealing the music. And he was, you know, the one that they, you know, at first she was talking about that it was Angelo Cleary that stole, that was, you know, a part of stealing the music. And, you know, it was not Rkelly, Lord child. But she was saying that it was Don Russell that was stealing the music, and, you know, it was Angelo Cleary. So I'm like, okay, so which is it? Because, you know, it can't be both. It's either one or they was in it together. Which one? You know, but, you know, like I said, anything they come out and say, they never match. It never matches what's actually going on, you know, so. Yeah, I don't trust neither one of them, and I don't think anybody else should be listening or trusting in anything that they say out their mouth either.
Hold on, wait.
Especially when it comes to kills.
Hold on, wait a minute. Sharron made a video alluding to the fact that she was pregnant by R. Kelly. She said that was the reason she stopped working for him.
I know you fucking lying.
She said she was pregnant.
Sharron made a video alluding to the fact that she was pregnant by R. Kelly. She said that was the reason she stopped working for him.
I don't believe that shit. I don't believe nothing that Sharron Winbush say out her motherfucking
I know
mouth.
you fucking lying.
We talking about a 63-year-old crackhead. Like,
ATSW, can you send me that video?
I'm just saying.
I'ma loop that motherfucker. Can you send me that video? Watch what I do to it. I'ma loop it.
Oh God, this should be the sector of crackheads gone wild, because that's what the fuck.
I will not turn my sector over to them crackheads. No.
Oh Jesus. Can I get that's what it is.
Can I get a tiny bite in your picture?
Go ahead.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's what it
I
is.
agree, Nana and Lenine. And she said, at Gemini, Dawn, keep spreading this info. This man should not be locked up. Two of those went on TV talking about they loved him, then they changed. Listen, you should have been at trial. At trial, it was a circus shebang bang show. Everybody except for one man said Robert do not deserve to be locked up, and he do not and deserve to be on trial. Everybody said that. Even Azriel, when she got up there looking like the scarecrow.
What I don't understand though is why Bo keep filing these late ass responses. So it's like every time the prosecution put in a motion, he filed his shit late.
But you want to know the crazy thing about this? The prosecution motion wasn't due until June the 6th. Why did they file theirs early?
You said what, Dana?
The government motion wasn't due until June the 6th. Why did they file theirs early?
I don't know, but to me, it just seems like it's a conflict of interest when it comes to both. Because how can you represent Daryl McDavid and then turn around and represent Kels? That makes no sense. Ain't that like a co-conspirator or somebody that was being prosecuted with Kels? So how could you represent Daryl McDavid and then turn around and then represent Kels? Like, it just don't make no sense to me.
And watch this. Daryl McDavid's son did all the leg work.
Right, but I just don't feel like that Bo Brenly could serve Kels in the right manner as far as, like, it just don't seem like he's going above and beyond for his client. Like, you getting paid, but you not doing what you would do for your client. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't know.
I'm going to throw a curveball into what you said.
Go ahead.
Is he being paid or did somebody run off with the bag?
Well, of course, I have my theories about that as well. The money man Keith, of course, you hearing less and you haven't heard really anything from him at all. He has yet to be on any platform, even defending Kels' name. So
why should he?
I honestly, you're right. Why should he? Especially when he getting Kels' money. Shit, and they able to release music, that belongs to Kels and give it to other people. Yeah, you're right. A thief would do some shit like that.
They got to the prize. And what?
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what everybody in Chicago say? Rob ain't look out for nobody. Rob ain't fill no pockets. Rob ain't do this.
I don't believe that is true because I've heard different things that people have done interviews about. And, they talked about Kels, paying for funerals. And everybody, just because they don't do shit in the public eye does not mean that they're not doing it. Because, everything that Kels have done, he hasn't publicized it. You know, that's just probably the type of person that he is. He don't like everything that he does to be televised. You know, so you have some celebrities like that. They give without, you know, wanting recognition for it. And I just believe that that's the type of person that he is.
Yeah, Prima said, all I know is if McDavid wants his money back, he should definitely make sure Kells get vindicated.
Exactly. Definitely.
And then she turned around and said, even if Bo Brinley ain't being paid, he can withdraw rather than hurt the client.
Exactly. But, you know, he's not going to withdraw, especially because he has something to gain out of this whole situation. You know, whether it's money, recognition, or, you know, just to make sure that Kel stay behind bars, if you ask me, because I do feel like the motions that he do put in, he could put forth a lot more effort into those motions than he has done, you know, past and present.
Listen.
But, you know, to me, it just feels like a money grab.
And I'm going to say this much. I said it earlier. I said every motion that Bo Brinley put in have implications behind it. Deep implications. Their whole goal was to make sure Bonjean get off the case.
Of course. I can believe that, you know, especially when it came to Sharron Winbush, because, you know, she can't control shit. And she feels like if she can't control shit, she don't want the lawyers on the case. She did the same thing with Kennick. When she felt like Kennick shouldn't have been, you know, she started talking shit about all the lawyers. She started talking shit about Doug, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's a never repeat cycle with those people. You know what I'm saying?
And she also spreaded the lie.
It's a never-ending cycle.
And she also put the lie out there deep in Chicago that I'm the reason why Rob locked up.
What?
Oh, yeah. See, the thing is that I don't say nothing, but I know where it come from. And when it come back, to me, I laugh about it.
You ain't got nothing to do with why Kells got the amount of time that he got. It had something to do with them motherfuckers over there playing in his case. If they had to stay their ass out of this man's case and stop interfering, you know, with the lawyers and interfering in this man's case, this man could have got a fair trial, period, point blank. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
Listen.
It had nothing to do with you and more to do with them interfering, you know, with this man's case, period. That's it. You know, I mean,
I still say if Doug Anton was still on the case, there wouldn't be no more case.
He wouldn't have lost. Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Most definitely. Definitely. But, you know, they like to say, oh, he stole from the defense fund and blah, 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 blah. If I was, you know, Doug Anton, I would sue the shit out of all of the people that's coming out here talking about I'm a thief and I done stole from the defense fund that he helped create that is still existing to this day that Kells does have access to with they dumb ass because they keep trying to hone in on the defense fund for some apparent reason, maybe because they going up under the Underground Railroad to still collect money on behalf of Kells when they know damn well they should leave this man's case alone. Stop scamming on this man's shit and leave this man's case the fuck alone and maybe he can get the fuck out.
Lexington Wren said, the tuna lady, but the tuna salad lady, the false letters lady, is the main reason why Bonjean said F it.
Oh my God, I thought he was talking about fish stick over there. Lord child, no he didn't.
Oh no, wait a minute. See, I ain't even talk about fish stick sending her vagina into R. Kelly. Lord have mercy.
Now that shit was the funniest ever. Like, how you gonna get on this motherfucking app and talk shit about everybody else, but you sending your shit through foreign commerce? Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. And then acting like you own a motherfucking sector. Bitch, you don't own no sector. You don't own shit. You can't tell nobody to go nowhere.
So wait a
if
minute.
Anybody should get the fuck up out of here, it should be your old ugly ass.
So wait a minute.
Knotted up ass. Let me correct that. Your old knotted up ass.
So wait a minute. So me and Pap supposed to be getting evicted right now. Check this out. Watch
now,
this.
let me get this right. I don't like Pap at all. Let's get that correct. I don't like Pap either because she be putting her mouth on you.
Right.
And But at the end of the day, that bitch over there, the catfish, and yes, bitch, I'm talking about your ass, because I'm direct, not indirect. But her old ugly ass ain't had no business talking about that lady grandkids or that lady child. There's one thing you do not do. Don't put your mouth on no motherfucking tree, you old hag, you old bitch. You old trifling bitch. You over there want some dick and nobody want to give it to you. You always talking about all these men you done had, but ain't nobody fucking your old ass. Old trifling ass. And that's why JoJo left you the fuck alone. You nasty, trifling, old bald head, corroded ass motherfucker. I said that. Nobody else. Stupid ass. I can't stand that hoe. She thinks she runs some shit. Bitch, you don't want a motherfucking thing. And Dana and Prima and nobody else on this side got to go no motherfucking well. If anything, you need to take your old dusty ass somewhere. Talking about you got $100,000, you living large, you wearing Gucci and motherfucking Jordan, and your bitch ass motherfucking DoorDashing and goddamn FedEx, and shut the fuck up over there. I don't want to hear that shit, bitch. And keep your motherfucking mouth off Pap and her goddamn grandchildren and her motherfucking daughter. You sloppy ass, slouchy ass hoe. That's all I want to say on that.
I'm about to say you finished.
I mean, you know, I don't like Pap either. But like I said, I don't play about the kids. Keep your motherfucking mouth off the goddamn children, bitch. That lady ain't spoke on your ugly ass daughter. Don't speak on her fucking kids and her goddamn grandkids. I don't like that shit. She called that lady child retarded and all kinds of shit. It's just certain shit, the decorum. You just don't do that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't play that shit. You don't put your motherfucking mouth on the kids. And when she did that, that struck a nerve in me. I don't like Pap either, because she always putting her mouth on you. But I don't like the fact that that ugly motherfucker over there put her mouth on this lady grandkid and her fucking child that ain't did shit to her ugly, raggedy mouth ass. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm putting my motherfucking mouth on her ugly ass. Her motherfucking knotted ass. That's why your ass got knots on your goddamn head. God made it that way, because you around here talking about folks' kids, you ugly motherfucker. That's why, man, are you crazy? God damn it, you crazy. Man, are you crazy? God damn it, you crazy. How you always talking about a man that you ain't motherfucking got? Okay, I'm done, Dana.
Only thing I can say is,
Man, are you crazy? God damn it, you crazy as hell.
I'm just saying, I don't like that shit. You know, when it comes to the kids, you keep your motherfucking mouth out the goddamn shoe. Talking about some motherfucking babies is retarded. Bitch, your ass retarded. And show them damn degrees you claim you got over there. Got them motherfucking degrees from Kinko's, bitch. We don't know where the fuck you got them. We ain't seen your knotted up ass face, and we ain't seen your goddamn degrees either. Talking about how educated she is, bitch. We don't give a fuck. Fuck your education. Shit. Fuck the motherfucking Jordan she claimed to wear with her goddamn $100,000 house, bitch, but you still DoorDash. Who in the fuck is a lawyer? And I don't know no lawyers that DoorDash or Uber Eats or FedEx or none of that shit.
I'm gonna ask Doug Anton. Do we do that?
Yeah, I know Doug Anton ain't motherfucking Uber eating.
Nah.
He ain't DoorDashing either. With her bitch ass. Over there mumbling and talking to herself, falling asleep on her fucking platform, talking to her goddamn self, thinking she the shit, talking about what she done bought in this sector. Bitch, you ain't bought shit. Hell, buy yourself a motherfucking friend. Dumbass hoe.
So let me ask you this question. What you think about, Chevy, because you heard the phone call before anybody else, right?
Talking about when the catfish was over there trying to talk to you,
Yeah.
wanting to be cool. Yeah. I heard that shit, and I told what I told you. I said, sound like she want to be your motherfucking friend. Yeah, she wanted somebody to talk to, just like she wanted to talk to Pap. She wanted to be Pap friend. Now all of a sudden, Pap got to be all these bitches, and her children got to be retarded and slow. Bitch, you slow. So slow ass. Motherfucking retarded ass. Trying to send them motherfucking them goddamn salmon cakes to R. Kelly. He don't want to see that old dried up shit, bitch. Like he want to see your cooler. And what goddamn bitch, you don't know nothing now. R. Kelly song. Now all of a sudden she want to post R. Kelly. Bitch, you don't even like R. Kelly. Get the fuck out of here. It's a minute ago you was talking about he don't deserve to be out. Now all of a sudden you want to post his music like you a motherfucking fan, bitch. You always been a fan. Sit your ugly ass down. He don't want you. He don't want your dried up ass. I'm sure he wants something wet that he can feel, bitch, and it ain't you.
J-Rock said, Gemini Don said, oh no, the education ain't fair. Ain't said.
It's so like she always talking about what type of education she got. But if you got all this motherfucking education, bitch, and you still now you see how that them hoes went over there and talked about me, Prima, and all the regular people that do got a 9 to 5, and look at this bitch over there motherfucking door dashing, Pizza Hutting, and FedEx, and get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Get your ass on.
Wait a minute.
Bitch talking about her education. Bitch, your education didn't get you far, you Uber eating motherfucker.
J-Rock said, oh no, are you saying she out here pulling a Cheyenne Bryant?
Yeah, I'm saying that she out here sending her motherfucking coochie through the foreign commerce. This wouldn't be the first time this hoe done sent her coochie over the internet, but then want to talk shit about everybody else. Bitch, you ain't no goddamn Instagram model, hoe.
Oh, Lord.
You ain't no goddamn Instagram model. I wouldn't look twice at your ugly motherfucking ass. Shit. Tell that hoe to show her face and go live, ugly bitch. We know you're ugly. Ugly, you're tired, you're through.
She said, you through. You through.
Ugly, tired, and through. Goddamn.
Lexington said, I have a doctor degree, but can't find not one certificate.
I'm just saying, all these motherfuckers got all these goddamn degrees and can't find a job in their damn field. This bitch claims she a fucking y'all. Okay? But she's Uber eating and FedEx and make that shit make sense.
But she don't litigate in public.
Well, and then don't want to show nobody her bar number, won't show nobody her education status, but she want to get on this bitch and talking about, oh, I can tell the people that got a GED. Bitch, we can tell you ain't got a motherfucking GED, a high school diploma, bitch, or nothing else. We know you be Googling. Motherfucking Chat GPT.
She be what? She be what?
She be Googling.
Hey, Lexington, get off my platform. He said OnlyFans must have blocked the ass.
OnlyFans, shit, they ain't paying her. They wouldn't pay her a motherfucking dime to show that cooter.
Oh,
please.
Lord. Oh, my God.
If she trying to show that cooter on OnlyFans, she's a broke bitch. Because ain't nobody paying to see that shit. Shit, talking about a man that don't want her. You still trying to stalk Pap, bitch. Been stalking that lady every goddamn day, all day. Every time that lady go live, you ugly motherfucker. I can't stand Angie ugly ass. Bitch, I know you see I be posting about your ugly ass. You be trying not to say my name, ho. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna talk about your ugly, trifling, dog face looking ass, bitch. You over there crying about a motherfucking nothing ass nigga named Debo. What the fuck he gonna do? Except go to jail right along with your trifling ass. All you trifling hoes going to jail. You, the motherfucking ghost of Sharron, Winbush, the goddamn crack pipe, the crackhead. That's why you know so much about crackheads, because your homegirl a motherfucking dope addict. Bitch. All you bitches must be smoking dope together. Do y'all trade stems or what? The fuck? Stupid ass motherfuckers. I bet you they sit around and smoke dope with each other. Be all on the phone smoking dope. Ugly bitch. The only crackheads on this motherfucking app is them two hoes.
Are you call the Golden Girls?
The Golden.
Are you call Blanchett? Blanchett.
Oh God, I ain't even gonna do that. What you said, Blanche?
Yeah, Blanchett. Blanchett Granny. Oh, no.
Yes. I don't even know which one the granny here because they both the same age. Like, make it make sense. Both of you hoes in y'all 60s. You sure you hoes ain't related? I believe you bitches is related.
Gemini said, yo, Gemini said they all hitting the white on the low.
You know, I'm telling you, I bet you $1,000 them hoes be snouting that shit. That snouting that white girl.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Hey, Sylvie. Oh, see, I don't want to do that no more.
No, they be snouting that powder. Then she be talking about, oh, cuz you got 2 weeks to leave. Bitch, you can't tell Dana when he gotta leave, ho. You don't run no motherfucking sector, bitch. Dana leave when he get good and ready to motherfucking leave, bitch. You just mad because he owns to you hoes. He is on y'all ass. Him and Prima Donna. And you bitches is mad. And they gonna stay on y'all motherfucking neck, you dumb bastard. He gonna stay on y'all neck. You got one want to talk shit about putting up AI photos. Bitch, you got the main photo. You know goddamn well your ass don't look like that, Sharron. Crack pipe, Winbush. You know motherfucking well your ass don't look like that, hoe.
Boy.
Old dog face ass bitch. You know you ugly. Both of you hoes. The other one sound like a great grandmama, and you sound like a grandmama. Both of you hoes can barely fucking breathe. I bet you neither one of y'all won't go live running. Dumb ass motherfuckers. Shit. Get the live and run around the track, and then show us that you Sharron and Angie, and I believe it.
Oh, Lord.
Stupid ass bitches. Can't damn one of you hoes run without falling to the ground because both of you hoes act like you can't breathe worth shit. The other one on a breathing machine and the other one probably on a goddamn CPAP machine, motherfuckers. Oh, I'm sorry, Dana. Go ahead. What you
I know you fucking lying.
I'm just saying, what was you gonna say? I've been wanting to say something to their house. Because I can't stand Angie. And then when she said something about pap children, like I said, I don't like pap. But I don't play by the kids. And you know how I am when it comes to children. I don't play by 4 kids now.
Prima said,
we ain't gonna be calling no motherfucking children stupid on this motherfucking app, bitch. So your ass is exiled from the Rkelly sector, bitch, and I did it. You is motherfucking dismissed because don't nobody listen to your motherfucking ass. Except for the 2-3 people that be in your motherfucking chat, oh. You don't get no listens, bitch. None. Because don't nobody give a fuck about your ugly, want a man ass.
Prima
JoJo don't want you. He done moved the fuck on, bitch. He gone. He is gone. Gone. Like your motherfucking wig, bitch. Gone. The fuck?
Prima said, hell, Sharron Winbush don't even look like that.
I know. Look, that's what I'm saying. We all know. We know that bitch don't look like that.
God, yo.
That hoe probably looked like that about 30 years, about 40 years ago.
Gemini Dawn said flower pot sound like a Temu Darth Vader.
Man, listen.
Oh my God. Lexington said nose is always stopped up.
They look, yeah, for real. Like can barely motherfucking breathe. We know that hoe walking around with her CPAP machine, bitch. You all at the marina. My name is Sharron Winbush. You got get the fuck out of here, hoe. We don't want to hear that shit.
See, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, Alicia. You're not on my level.
And I'm just trying to tell you that Alicia, I can call you Section 8, motherfucker. And I'm just...
You know what they gonna do? They ain't gonna do nothing but dox, bitch. I get their ass. I ain't gotta go dox your ass. I ain't gotta go looking up shit from your ass. I go by what the fuck you hoes put on Facebook. I mean, what you hoes put on YouTube. I don't gotta go looking for you hoes. The fuck? Anything I get is gonna be from what you put out on YouTube. Cause y'all some dumbass bitches, for one. For two, y'all can't help y'allself but to come at Dana. Dana could go quiet for a whole week and not say shit on this motherfucking app, and his name still gonna ring bells in these YouTube streets. But you hoes, cause y'all keep him relevant. You bitches keep Dana relevant and then be talking about you was trying to go get somebody to handle Dana. Bitch, you can't even handle Dana. What the fuck you think Rated R was gonna do? You dumb bitch.
Huh?
You can't even handle y'all. That whole time she was gonna get Rated R to handle you.
Man,
Rated R can't handle Dana. What the fuck is she talking about?
Man, Rated R ain't beefing.
Yeah, but you know these hoes want you to be beefing with somebody so bad. They want somebody to take you off these YouTube streets so bad. But why the fuck they can't do it? Why the fuck they can't do it? They can't do it.
Alicia,
Because they can't handle you.
you are so wrong. You talking the wrong shit. Alicia, don't you say that, because I got Homeland Security on speed dial.
But baby, you better get the call and shit. That's what we've been telling them.
Now look,
You better get the call.
but you don't understand that Homeland Security will prosecute you, Alicia. That's a crime.
Baby,
You talking about my
Homeland
CPAP
Security
machine.
has been prosecuting since 2019. What the fuck they at? Because I've yet to see that.
You gotta
I've
leave
been
me.
waiting on them.
You gotta leave me and the superfan alone, because the CPAP machine will come and get you.
Well, y'all better come get me because I ain't a scared motherfucker. I'm not scared of no motherfucking. You or your motherfucking CPAP machine, bitch. Both of y'all can come down here. And both of y'all to get y'all ass tore out the frame and sit back where the fuck you come from. On Jesus Christ and all his disciples. Shit, now play with it if you want to.
You gotta leave Jesus out of it, because you know y'all all work for Larry and McGee. Y'all all work for Larry McGee and Levi. You know you can't talk like that, because Kip is an informant. Prima Donna works at the Waffle House. Dana J worked at Tiny Town, and you on Section 8.
Oh, Jesus, no, she did. I wish I was on Section 8. Do anybody got that? Because I need that. Shit, why they talking? Hell, I ain't not. Baby, listen. See, them motherfuckers like to sit up here and pretend. Can I get some Section 8? I'm just asking for me. I ain't asking for a friend. Shit, let me get some motherfucking Section 8.
And Gemini Dawn said in her Timu Dark Beta voice, she going to do a video threatening to call Homeland Security for the 100-something
Well, wait a minute, Dana. You forgot to leave out that I was uneducated. I wore purple and blue hair. You forgot to leave that out. I was uneducated. I wear purple and blue hair.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you left that out, child.
Yeah, now I can't talk loud. It's past 10:30. But you uneducated, you uneducated bitch, and you wear purple and green hair. You are a disgrace to the Rkelly sector. I'm banishing you out. You are cursed. I'm banishing.
That's what she said, though. That's what they say, honey. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all them hoes. I bet you they won't come say that shit to my face like she telling Pap. You won't drive after I-95. Bitch, why you won't go to Wisconsin? You know where she at. But you ain't gonna drive your ugly dog mouth ass to Wisconsin either. Talking about, I think she need to come. What she said, I think she need to come down here and get the little boy. She was talking about Pap grandson. Talking about she need to get Pap grandson a Happy Meal. Bitch, you need a Happy Meal and drive your ass to Wisconsin while you talking all that shit about what Pap ain't gonna do.
Oh, no, that's
What
wrong.
is you gonna do?
That's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
What the fuck she be doing?
I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because if Pap ain't never say nothing about her kids, then she shouldn't have said nothing about Pap kids.
But that's what I'm saying. You calling folks grandkids stupid, retarded. You don't do no shit like that. Like you said, especially if you don't want nobody talking about your motherfucking child. Don't talk about nobody else. To keep that motherfucking lady sure and her grandkids out your motherfucking mouth, bitch. I don't like her either, but I don't like you more, motherfucker. I can't stand Angie, and I don't like Sharron Winbush. Both of you hoes should get together, dig a hole, crawl in that motherfucker, and die. I said it.
Well, we can't stand you more. We are top notch, bitch. You Section 8. Shit. What the fuck wrong with you? I'm Sharron Winbush. You can't tell us that you don't like us. We are the bitches. We run this shit, motherfucker.
Well, if you run it, show me that you run it. Shit, bring your ass out here, show your face, go live with your Jordans, your Gucci, your $100,000 house. Let's see what it really do. You go live, I go live. We both gonna show what it really do. Shit.
Man.
Know what the fuck you got. The fuck?
Listen, this midnight, man. Let's get up off this joint. We have 3 hours
I
in.
know that real. Let me stop playing. All
All right, sis. All right.
All right.
That's Alicia, y'all. See, I mean, it's easy for us to role play and I mean to act like these folks. You know, that's how we do. I know when I started imitating her, DJ Amazing said, I ain't getting in there. I ain't getting in that. Dana ain't get me again. Nah, that's my guy, DJ Amazing, man. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Go like, share, subscribe, Prima Donna page. Uh-oh. You're live on the Data Chase page. How can I help you? Call. Uh-oh. Here it go. Huh?
You still around?
I'm chilling. What's going on, sis?
Sis.
Huh?
This is flower pot. Hold on. Let me suck on my butterscotch a little bit more. Yeah. Cut my throat a little bit. Are you really? Oh, no, I'm talking about
you fucking lying.
Oh, no. Talking about Sharron Winbush? Do you know I'm the hood? Bitch.
Look, I know you fucking lying.
Is you laughing? This so funny. I told the people called a homeless security on you. See, I knew you been in cahoots this whole time. I knew it. You got the scream team on my ass. How dare you turn on me in public?
I ain't turn on you. What you talking about?
You talk behind the scenes. Put all these people that count me. You know what? I'm going back.
Oh shit!
I know you fucking lying.
Oh shit! Mama, Elizabeth is the big one. I'm coming to see. Oh no! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
It's sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. your love just for